In the future, Mega Man, super fighting robot, Mega Man, and then add in 90s Eurobeat, and you got the German intro to the Mega Man cartoon.
I don't know how to follow that up. Part of me wanted to be snarky and point out that that was not Mega Man X.
Yes, but who cares?
Welcome back, Space Cadets, to Hal and Dave's Trip to Jupiter.
It's a trip to Jupiter, all right, and it's good to see everyone tonight. I'm sure the stream came as a bit of surprise for everyone involved.
We've been a little bit disorganized lately, thanks in no small part to a certain problem the world's been having.
We call it the Big Dark Sick. So...
Alright. So we are pretty close to where we said we were going to start. We're actually a little bit early, which is compared to last week when we were late. But hey, so we are going to be playing Mega Man X5.
Yep, and...
depending on the feedback we get from this one, is going to decide how we're going to do Mega Man going forwards, because if you guys really want us to, we can keep going with the X series, or we can switch over to the Zero series. The third option is Battle Network.
You don't see it right now, but Hal is literally licking the Mega Man Zero box right now, and it's kind of disturbing.
That's very difficult considering I bought it digitally.
Yes! I don't know how you did it, but you see, he printed out like a picture of the cover and then glued it to a box.
Alright. That Capcom logo brings me back. But we gotta listen. This has the best opening theme of any Mega Man game.
Ooh, yes. Ah, God. That picture, man. That picture.
You get classic artwork
Yeah.
of all the battles leading up to this point.
Huh. I like how, the first, cool pose we get is Zero.
Yeah, you'll notice this game's all about Zero.
Yes. It's Zero's counterattack.
The Rogues Gallery.
God, I was actually doing an entire thing on a Rogues Gallery this week by talking about freaking Kingpin. Which is an interesting topic, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for a Mega Man thing. If people want me to talk about Kingpin, I will. But I'll keep that under my hat for now.
So that intro was actually the American intro. We actually got a better one than some generic J-pop they got in Japan. Because the opening bit that was like this part here is a remix of Variable X from the original Mega Man X. And then it's actually, the rest of it is like some metal remix of the Weapon Get theme from Mega Man 3.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So, we're gonna duck into the options really quick. Should we play on extreme difficulty? This is actually the first Mega Man game to have a difficulty setting.
I want to kind of see what that's like, but...
Let's do it.
Have you actually been to Sonic Stream before?
Oh, yeah. It actually doesn't change as much as you might think.
What? Well, okay, I guess you'll go over the
changes.
changes.
There's some more enemy placement. Ever since I've been playing the Zero Collection, I've decided to rejigger the controls. So,
Guys, he is committing gamer heresy.
This is heresy. This is Mega Man heresy. Also, vibration, turn on.
You have to feel those vibes.
I actually like force feedback in my games. So,
honestly,
start.
I enjoy that myself.
So, we've got the player select screen back from X4, except... So they actually give you a little description about how X is an all-around character and Zero is hard mode. That's more true than ever, though. So, we're going to choose X.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, you're gonna be baby man here, you baby.
It'll be readily apparent shortly why X is the superior character at all times.
That's fair.
Which is kind of the opposite of what I was saying in X4.
So, guys, it's the Mega Man timeline.
We have question mark.
Man, Sigma's counterattack. What's this guy's name again?
Oh my god, it is Sigma's counterattack.
I'm sorry, like, the Mega Man X got very Gundam at some point.
This is the most Gundam Mega Man X.
Yeah, I gotta admit, it is.
Mysterious voice who's definitely never been seen in the series before.
Yes.
Nobody dares to fight against you, except those stupid Maverick hunters. My friends and I always imagined that he had some kind of, like, Australian thing going on.
He looks like he would be voiced by Scott McNeil at some point, doesn't he? Like...
But I don't think you need to do it personally. Are they really a threat? Like that?
Yeah. Yeah, just basically, he just looks like he was voiced by Scott McNeil at some point during the 90s. And Scott McNeil voiced a lot of people.
Well, Scott McNeil worked with the Ocean Group, so, yeah.
Yeah,
he could actually have been in the dub cast when they got the Ocean Group to do it. Mm-hmm. Ready.
Whoa.
So, this is why you choose X. Also, Ilya.
Ilya, woo! You love the militant waifu, don't you?
Actually, I hate her in this game.
Oh, wow.
So, this is a very post-Metal Gear Solid Mega Man game, in that they felt the need to insert codec calls. So, you choose X, you get the armor from Mega Man X4 right out the gate.
Uh-huh, yeah.
There is a reason for this.
Alright, so let's see... Okay, like I said, right now we're,
See, I had no control over that. I just got interrupted and the game stops. This is people's chief complaint with this game.
God, I feel like this could be remade without it and be fine.
I have a patched version on like an emulator on my PC that completely removes Alia. The game is way more fast-paced as a result.
I can imagine.
But we're playing it for realsies.
I can... You don't see it, but I can feel the pain and suffering he is going through right now.
Well, that's actually because even with Alia, this is one of my favorite Mega Man X games.
Oh, fair enough.
And you stop, you stop her from interrupting the action. It's actually very hard to dodge that little bit there. So yeah, there's just like a few more of these little turret guys in this part for extreme difficulty. I don't know that they really changed the damage values of anything.
Well, to be fair, with Mega Man, I don't think it's a good idea to change damage values, mostly because Mega Man are one of those games that tend to be very finely balanced. Like, not every game is perfectly balanced. But, they do put a lot of thought. Also,
I like that there's more enemies just because that means there's more explosions.
Also, I gotta admit, I think Mega Man X just got full Gundam in this game. He was already getting pretty Gundam-y with the first game, but this time we went full tilt Gundam. I just want him to start having fin funnels at this point.
So, this right here is... So Zero, his arm is actually severed. It's a little bit hard to read in the sprite. He lost his Z-Buster. If you start with Zero, you keep his Z-Buster as a weapon, and it's really pretty terrible. Whereas, if you chose Zero, X loses his armor.
Oh.
Which means you have no way of ever charging special weapons.
Oh, wow.
Which is why you must always choose X in this game. If you... Also, if you choose Zero, it's possible to actually lose him because there's multiple paths in this game. And there is an X-only ending.
Yeah.
And it's kind of random. So right now Zero's having some existential musings about how Sigma is a virus and must be felt in your soul.
So, are we gonna have to fight him after he rides a horse? I'm just saying, man.
So the Statue of Liberty just, yeah.
How many Sharks counterattack references can I put into this one live stream? Oh, hey, it's a zombie!
Oh yeah, Sigma's bit about you'll feel the power of the Maverick before you die. This game is really morbid.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
this game was designed with them planning on ending the Mega Man X series.
Honestly, I feel like this game right here is very much post Final Fantasy VII Metal Gear game.
It really is, yeah. Like, they were looking at the trends of the time.
Like, death in, honestly, Final Fantasy VII, I think, is the first real game to kind of make death more of a thing. It's like the Death of Superman of video games, essentially.
Yeah, I can't argue against that one.
Like, it didn't cause... Now, in my opinion, Final Fantasy VII did not cause nearly the same amount of damage to the concept of death.
So we just blew up the Eurasia space colony.
But,
All the
wow.
So the virus is spreading across the Earth. This game is thematically appropriate for current year.
Oh, great. A virus.
When I first saw this, I didn't realize that was supposed to be the Earth covered in like a purple smog.
You know something? I was thinking of actually doing for a live stream the Fist of the North Star game that's on the PS4 currently.
Now that's for like a little bit later when the world has become that. The world's thrown into a panic because of the Sigma virus.
So what bondage gear Mad Max name are you thinking of? I want to go with Grand Blaster.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Okay, so we're just gonna call him the Eyeball for now.
So now we're in the war room. They added all of these characters for what's meant to be the final game. This is Colonel Campbell and the Codec team.
So we have the Blue Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Pink Ranger, and the Green Ranger.
We do. To sell toys.
Okay. Actually, at this point,
this is full Gundam. This is a colony drop.
Yes. At this point, it would actually be the model kits, because for people who might not remember, one of my first big exposures to Mega Man X was actually the model kits that were out at the time. They're pretty interesting, because you built the armor around metal frame parts.
So right now, they're like, we have a satellite cannon that we can use to destroy the colony.
I like we have, like, Mega Man X, Zero. I know he's not the Colonel or...
His name is Cygnus.
Cygnus.
Which is weirdly close to Sigma, to the point that many people have confused them.
That's fair. And then we just have Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas.
Yay, Douglas!
We have full, like, mission reports, and we get statistics on our performance.
Cool.
This is the first Mega Man game to rank you.
So,
alright. It's gonna double check my, Actually, no, wait.
You gotta be...
Yeah, I can save on this file. I wrote a bunch of notes because I actually made a whole bunch of save files for how we're going to play this to avoid a certain grinding that occurs.
Yeah, basically. This game, as you can see, this is a post-Final Fantasy VII Metal Gear Solid game, and...
Post-Final Fantasy Metal Gear Solid Mega Man.
Hold it. Maybe we should probably put it... We're gonna put... Alright, this is a post-Final Gear game, guys.
Final Gear X7.
Final Gear X7, man.
Each one of the Mavericks they're detailing over here has some part that we can use to improve the Enigma.
Okay. That kind of gives them unique, interesting story elements.
And by the way, there's 4 other bosses because it's a Mega Man game.
Yeah.
I like that he's just like, by the way, there's 4 other bosses. That's all he says.
There's 4 other dudes, Dan.
So, yeah, this is where things get kind of weird, too, So we have access to all 8 stages right here. We have 16 hours to collision, and every time we go into a stage, it will advance the timer.
Oh, man. That's actually such a neat idea for a gimmick.
So, I'm going to show you how the level grinding begins, and then we're actually just going to load the file where I finished grinding.
Oh, wow. Let's avoid the grind, guys. Let's avoid the grind. It's grind time.
There's a reason for this, and it'll become clear soon. I meant to do that.
You dork. So...
I did mean to do that. Yeah, this stage is like, think fast. So, this is how you grind in this game. You go back to the stage selection, and they've advanced the timer.
Yeah.
And so the bosses actually have levels associated with them, and their level goes up by 1 for every hour that has passed, for every Maverick that's been defeated, and also based on your current Hunter rank. And so if you defeat a boss that is level 8 or higher, you will get a special bonus part in addition to their weapon.
Oh.
And so that's what you do, is you just keep repeatedly dying on this stage until you advance the timer till about 10 hours remaining. And then you go in with 0, and you can get parts from every single Maverick as a result.
Huh.
So,
that is such
So we're going to go over to my other file, where I've already done that for us.
Wow, that is such a weird system.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I think they could have done it a lot better. Yeah, 11 hours remaining.
Yeah, that is... It's
so now,
a great idea.
We're gonna... There is... Of course, when you try to do it the way I'm doing it, it puts you at a really close chance to hitting 0 hour.
Oh.
So there's 3 possible endings in this game, and several places where the path forks. Because the cannon can destroy the space colony, or it can fail. And if it fails, then you have to fight these guys. And
Wow.
then they have a space shuttle they're going to kamikaze in there, which can succeed or fail as well. Or you can hit 0 hour and the space colony hits the Earth.
I feel like this is the worst version of Mass Effect 2.
No, there's more to it than just deciding the color of the explosion. So we're gonna do
No, that's Mass Effect 3.
Oh, that's right. So Zero starts at rank SA because it's like canon based.
Uh-huh.
X starts at B rank. Supposedly he never ranked up beyond that because he was like, meh, violence.
Man Violence.
All right, let's see.
Man Violence, the new show on TNT.
Let's see.
Okay, man, it kind of reminds me. It very much like this is giving me such old school anime vibes with like the timer stuff. Reminds me of like the classic space battleship Yamato.
So
And
Aelia has to inform us that this obviously glowing core is the weak point.
I am such a dork for saying space battleship Yamato.
Yes, you are. I'm choosing to ignore it. They actually, because the file like resets your controls, so I have to keep doing. That goes there. 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 All right. Yeah, I realized after playing a whole bunch of the Zero Series collection, I was like, it makes so much more sense to have dash on the L button, and then just like all the controls had to change because of that.
All the controls have to change forever.
Yep. Yeah. So we are still playing on Extreme, which means there's enemies that hit you pretty hard. Zero doesn't have armor built in. Most of the game is scaled to assume that you're taking like X armor damage. So Zero is legitimately harder.
Zero basically just makes this game harder.
Yeah, like this game just assumes you started with X with the 4th armor.
Oh wow, that is oof. I'm glad that they kept the upgrade in this game to avoid like that whole thing.
They have a totally new armor system is why.
Okay.
Zero's wounded.
Cool. Don't they have like the punch armor in this one as well? Like the one with the big fist thing?
Yes. I know what you're thinking of.
You almost got spiked.
I almost got spiked. Yeah.
I like the power armor or something. I'm trying to think of the
You're thinking of the Gaia armor and
Gaia armor. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Gaia. Oh god, Gaia armor.
I will say. Okay, so look, this really bugs me. It's like the truck's already begun to explode. Hurry! You know, the timer in the screen with go would have really elucidated that.
Well, Johnny McJim, I do wish I had the space battleship Yamato in a bottle, but I don't because that model kit and Soul Chogokin is way too expensive for me right now.
That sounds expensive. Oh yeah, E-Tank.
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
like $300, man. And as much as I like the space battleship Yamato, it's not a giant robot.
So I feel like this stage was Slash B's stage, but better.
That's fair. Like it does definitely look good. It has more of like
Oh yeah, if we looked at the weapon or looked at the map, we're in a weapons facility in like Siberia.
Karma Jolt is asking, is the Gaia armor? Is that the one that can stand on spikes?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So.
So this is interesting. Zero gets Dr. Light capsules.
Yeah.
He gets them for X, but he can talk to Dr. Light. So this conversation is fascinating.
Who are you?
Zero doesn't know who Dr. Light is. Thank you for supporting X.
Please.
He knows, like, he's aware of everything X is doing.
That's kind of nice that you can be both Zero and X and get stuff. Like,
yeah.
You know, that makes this at least a little easier to go through.
So the excuse is you have to get all 4 armor parts to use the armor now. And so he's just giving you the data to construct the armor.
Oh.
Because of the virus, which is everywhere. Man, Norton Antivirus did nothing for us.
You gotta wonder how many armor sets like Light got into making. Is there
I always assumed that he was like sentient and building them up on like some satellite, and then he'd like launch a Dr. Light capsule near where X was fighting. Yes, I thought about this a lot.
You clearly did. I just was like, man, Professor Light just was like, man, I have an idea for this armor. Like, I like to think about it that in the Mega Man Zero timeline, there's like undiscovered X armors
just
that
everywhere.
are just lying around.
He's like, man, I'm bored. Hey, Metul, want to play cards? So the Falcon armor gives you infinite, or like invincible air dash.
Oh, wow. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so he tells Zero flat out he doesn't understand his design, so he can't give him armor. And Zero's just like, I don't need any power-ups. I'm too cool for that. ...
I'm too cool for power-ups.
But I have one thing I want to ask you. Sometimes unknown data emerges in my mind, and I can see the figure of an old professor. Do you know him by any chance? Oh,
I don't know, perhaps.
This game goes hard on the Dr. Wily thing.
Of course.
It might be an error.
Error.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Uh-huh.
I'm too cool to worry about it. So he apologizes for... He has a real conversation with Zero and apologizes for not giving him an answer. Which, you know, kind of puts to rest that the Dr. Light holograms are self-aware.
So my theory is more plausible than your theory that Dr. Light just left a bunch of capsules lying around?
No, I told you that my theory was that he's got like a satellite that he like launches them down to Earth when he completes an armor.
Then there's at least some sentience.
That's yeah. So here we go. In Soviet Russia, Maverick fight you.
Fair enough.
Zero, seeing you reopens old wounds. You should have that look after. I don't have time for small talk. Give me the crystal ball. Why don't you do what you usually do and force me to? You used to be a maverick, right? That's what I heard. And you destroyed Sigma, didn't you?
Yeah, Sigma stole $5 from me. That could not be stood.
I accept your challenge anytime, anywhere. Hunters and Sigma are very similar. They have a running theme in this game of, like, we are not so different.
Crescent Grizzly clearly needs to be promoted to the big bad here. He has so much potential. He's a grizzly.
So he's got some long-standing grudge against the Maverick Hunters, apparently. But this guy only looks tough. Like, if you actually do get hit by him, he can do a lot of damage. But he's pretty easy to predict.
He's just like... I am big man. So basically, it's just kind of...
You gotta dodge this one, because those kill you.
And he's dead. We killed him.
That's right. We totally, like, forgot about the whole Guns N' Roses thing. In the original version, original English release of Mega Man X5, all the bosses had their names changed to be, like, Guns N' Roses band members.
Oh. Wow. That is...
Yeah, so the X Legacy collection here finally put them back to what they were. Or, like, proper English translations of their Japanese names.
Yeah, AJ Shim asks, who's your favorite boss in this game? I like the whale myself, just because I like his sprite. Just such a cool sprite.
Alright, so let's see. If I remember right, yeah, weapons and life yields the best result for this guy.
Weapons and life!
Crescent Grizzly had the crystal ball. His name was Grizzly Slash in the other version.
Grizzly Slash is kind of a great name.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Alright. So let's see. We start a save file on number 3. That's where we're actually going to save.
Yes, Karma. It's Duff McWayland.
Duff McWallen.
I love him.
Who's this?
He is clearly Char.
He's from Space Australia.
Space Australia. Wait a minute. What is his name anyway?
Double question mark right now. I'm Mr. X and Mr. Zero there. Please play with me. I'm really bored.
I want to see like who his voice actor is.
I don't think he has a voice actor in this game, but in X6 he had some voice clips.
Oh, Dynamo.
Dynamo. Yeah, that's his name. He actually has a Wild West theme, because if you see like his artwork's kind of cut off on the right side, but his helmet's meant to look like a cowboy hat, and his buster has like a revolver effect to it.
That makes sense.
So, next up, we're going to the deep ocean.
Let's see.
And it's either X or Zero works pretty well for this stage. Now that we've passed enough time and defeated enough Mavericks, we should be able to do each stage with any character to get the part. Yeah, that works. So we chose weapons and life plus, which means we're actually getting one of those heart tanks as well. And whoever plays the next stage gets it. And like X is probably going to end up with a much bigger life bar than Zero because he has access to more of that stuff. So when you get the ones from the bosses, you kind of want to give them to Zero, but meh.
I went down a rabbit hole and I decided to look up Dynamo's voice actor.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Apparently he's a seiyuu and a singer. He actually contributed to some music for the Mega Man X series.
Nice.
He contributed specifically the song Mizo no Naka, Monkey, Moonlight, The Answer, and Lazy Mind.
Yeah, I was going to say, Monkey's the Japanese theme for this game.
Yeah, he's the singer.
So, this is why you want the fourth armors. Charged special weapons for X are absurdly useful.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, that is useful.
We're going to be using a lot of them, which is why I put it on a shoulder button.
You're basically, at this point, just the new Gundam when he's using the shield thing. And my Char's counterattack reference pool is up again. How many will I make tonight? We shall see.
Reset the timer. And yeah, this game was the one that like kind of formalized that special weapons and your main weapon are on two different buttons.
They're on two different buttons.
Well, yeah, because now I can like charge up the shield for this weapon and still fire my X-Buster.
We are now in the post Crash Bandicoot, post Sonic Adventure timeline here.
Yeah, I guess Sonic Adventure was out by now.
It may be.
This is 2000.
Yeah, 2000. So yeah, no, that makes sense then. The reason why is it has a chase segment, and PlayStation games were all about those chase segments for a while.
We gotta appreciate the music for a second here.
Yeah.
Does it sound like anything?
It sounds familiar, but I'm trying to think here.
There was, I found the soundtrack, and there's originally supposed to be a different track. This is actually a remix of Bubble Crab from Mega Man X2.
Oh, that's cool.
And the background of the stage actually shares similar Deep Sea City elements.
Nice. So, like I said, what was your favorite PlayStation chase segment, or early 3D chase segment? Because I always remember the one from Crash Bandicoots. Those were crazy, and those used to scare me as a kid because you didn't want to screw it up.
But yeah, Karma Jolt's right. You can duck in this game. Yeah. You took him 5 games, but he finally gained mobility in the knees.
Mega Man.
That should have been an armor part.
Here, Mega Man. Mobility in the knees.
I finally solved the puzzle to the ultimate question. How can Mega Man duck with those huge legs?
Well, Mega Man couldn't do it without sliding. So I like to think that Mega Man had a gizmo in his back that would let him slide, but he didn't actually bend his knees.
Well, I mean, if you saw, he barely bent his knees when he slid.
Yeah, so that actually raises up the question of how Mega Man just jumped. Does he just have spring in his feet? Or
probably.
I guess it's just the rockets, I guess.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Mega Man has rockets that just let him boop, boop, boop.
I mean, we know X has rockets.
Yeah, true.
That's how he dashes.
True, and some toys have them light up, which is cool.
Yeah.
God, I love the freaking Mega Man. I love those freaking Mega Man toys with.
So yeah, 4th armor plus charge ability, hovering. You just destroy.
Hover.
Although we've actually used up a lot of the weapon energy now.
Oh, frick! We got a sub.
Woo! Hey, thanks, Karma Jolt.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but thank you for joining us. And
well, I posted into a bunch of other servers. Always happy to see new people in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some of the other servers that I was hanging around in.
Hey, Scarfy, you're my favorite editor, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, really. But yeah, some of those other servers, like Mega Harv and StewTube, helped inspire us to really just go ahead with this. All right, I hate this part. So this here is taunting you. That little bomb right there can only be destroyed using the special weapon of Tidal Whale.
Who is this level?
Who is the boss of this stage, yes.
So, I'm just gonna make an assumption here.
So, yes, a little bit of forced backtracking in order to get that armor part.
Oh, Karma Joel comes from the Mega Hard Discord.
Yeah, Mega Harv.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, we're trying to do our thing because, look, we like doing this stuff and we try to do things.
We are trying to avoid any viral threats, both in terms of Sigma virus and other viruses.
And possibly Sony.
Sony virus?
Well, yeah, no, Sony got us a copyright claim.
Oh, right, yeah, our last stream, they copyright claimed us for Daybreak's Bell when we were playing Gundam.
I knew that would happen! I knew it!
Oh, I did too, and I realized if we had just, like, muted the volume on that... or something, I don't know.
It's a Gundam
It doesn't matter.
game.
You can't demonetize us, you gotta monetize us first.
God, at least don't remind me not to do cross raids, because you can actually do it. Remind me not to bring over my version of Super Robot Wars, because I have all the copyright music in that one.
Well, you have, like, the PlayStation version.
Yeah, I do, because I'm a dork.
Yeah, you're a dork. That's why we're here.
Look, man, look, if I'm playing with my Gundams, I'm going full anime with it. And/or, in the case of Captain Harlock, weird 70s space rock.
That sounds amazing.
Yes! I'll be your captain. Come follow my dreams.
Alright, so we actually used up most of our special weapon energy on the stage. Which does not matter because this game kind of starts a trend that carries over into the Zero series, where bosses can actually be damaged with weapons that are not their weakness.
Well, couldn't they actually be damaged with weapons that were not their weaknesses, technically?
Nope. In, like, you know, X1 through 4, you could barely damage them with weapons that weren't their weakness. And this game changes that, where, like, using a lot of weapons can be really effective. You just don't spark Mandrill Syndrome them the same way.
Okay, so basically there's not, like, one weapon to rule them all, like, sometimes. That's kind of nice, actually.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why this is one of my favorites, is I feel the weapon balance is one of the best in the series.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Hex, I'm a man of the sea.
Tidal
I'm a whale man.
I'm a whale man! Okay, can I just say this is great design?
Oh,
the
yeah.
four eyes.
Like, I don't know who the
everything.
artist was, but they were on point.
That is such a great... Like, that is what I want a whale boss to be.
Yep.
He's perfect. He is what I want a whale.
Yeah, he's like a sperm whale, I guess.
I guess, like...
Yeah, because he's like in the deep ocean.
True.
So he's actually very tricky when you can't nerf him with his weakness weapon.
Alright. And I assume you don't have his weakness weapon.
No, we have it. We just ran out of ammo.
Okay, so just... I guess start using it then.
No, I'm saving it for his, like, final form.
Oh, it's one of those bosses. It's gonna be fun, isn't it?
That's actually, like, Zero can do pretty well on this stage because he... Okay. Notice I only use the charge version of this because it's so... So he's just, like, go into the spikes.
And he's dead.
You just get one shot if you get launched into the spikes on the right side of the stage.
Wow. The power of the spikes, man. Mega Man don't fuck.
Let's see, Carmagil says, in Mega Man 2, Metal Man gets crushed by his own power. That's right, these things are dangerous. You shouldn't play with them.
God, I love the Mega Man comics from Archie where they had...
So, let's hold that thought. I hate that Alia it just talks to you and you don't get the cool, like, weapon get screen. Alright, continue.
In Mega Man, they actually have Mega Man fight Metal Man last, and he makes a comment like, man, if I got this first, it would have been a piece of cake to go through all this.
We got hydrogen and a life up.
It's one of my favorite jokes about Mega Man ever. Ian Flynn is great, though I know some people have a problem with the Sonic the Hedgehog comics, but I'm not here to talk about him on that case.
I find that stuff fascinating. We'll have to play Sonic sometime.
Yeah, which one's though is the question. I want to do Mania.
I've got Mania for sure. I've got a lot of the major ones.
IFCD, Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah. And I also, back in the day, had all the advanced games.
We cannot select anything now because Dynamo is attacking the Maverick Hunter base.
No.
So this is a time waster. He's like the X-Hunters of this game.
Okay.
But here's the thing. He gets his own boss intro, too. I like that they use the anime artwork.
No, we're not going to bring back Oil Man's design. Because, honestly, the comics looks better when they redesigned him in that case.
So this game, they go hard on using, like, those 3D backgrounds. Look at that Enigma space cannon there.
Yes, Johnny McJim. Ian Flynn did move to IDW Sonic. Some people really like it, some people don't. And honestly, with the Sonic fandom, unless I read it for myself or experience, I can't tell. It's one of those things. But I heard good things about the comic. At least the art looks a little more consistent.
Have you noticed my strategy yet?
I noticed your strategy here. I wonder.
Yeah, the Crescent Slasher shield weapon is amazing.
That... You just totally jibbed him, didn't you?
That is not his weakness weapon either.
Wow.
That's what I was talking about, how you can use most weapons in this game.
Man, you are strong. You never let up. You never surrender.
Adios, amigo.
Adios, amigo. Amigo!
So the grading system in this game is kind of busted, as you're about to see, because it's largely based on how fast you clear a stage, it seems like. And so because that boss can easily be defeated in 16 seconds, apparently, we ranked up to A.
Hey, Shim, just a heads up, you don't need to constantly at us. We can... There's not like 27 people in this chat.
I wish there were 27 people in this chat.
We can get to all of you in time, so
Here
don't
we
worry
go.
about adding us.
We got energy up, which goes to X, and the shock buffer. So, the shock buffer is a very important part for us.
Ooh, shock buffer.
Well, let's go in here. So, this is the part screen. You click on which character you want to customize. You can do X, which is actually just like blue armor X, which will slot that in. Fourth armor has only 2 slots instead of 4 because you already have the armor. And it has a built-in shock buffer, which is the chest part. So the half damage that you take, like shock buffer makes it so that you don't have knockback when you take a hit, and you also like take half as much damage.
Okay, cool.
Which is the part that X's body armor always gives you. Now you can give it to 0.
Oh, nice.
So now 0 is taking half damage and will not be knocked back. Which makes it way more viable in the coming stage. So, let's see. We can do this stage with either X or 0.
I'll say maybe we'll leave it up to chat who does it. X or 0, guys. Who do you want? Do you want Char, or do you want Amuro? I'll let you guys decide.
I was going to say, 0 is incredibly good at this stage, so he's definitely there. This one could go either way. Generally speaking, this game's a little bit easier with X.
Well,
and we're going to see X kind of take over with these guys because the armor that we're about to get makes him amazing.
Yeah. Scarfy, yes, I do have authority over you.
I don't understand.
Or I told Shim to knock it off of adding us since we can, you know. But apparently Scarfy's now at it.
Let's check in on 0. While
Volt Kraken.
Yeah, Volt Kraken.
That is such a good name.
So this part, which you watch me repeatedly die on, let's see if I can actually get it right.
Don't worry. Hal has extensive experience in the Toad. And I know what you all are thinking.
Damn it!
Or Vaginas? Thank you, Johnny Thank you, Johnny McJim, for pointing out Quattro.
Yeah, that's a thing.
I love my Zeta Gundam, admittedly. Zeta Gundam's a good show. I like it. And Double Zeta Gundam is underrated.
Did it!
God dang it. I swear all of them are just gonna start memeing, like, calling us out in chat tonight.
You see, by telling them not to, you have ensured that they will.
I did, and I didn't think about it, but I've been at work on the front lines, man. What the frick are you doing?
So those little orbs I was collecting are like charge shots. That's the only time we're ever going to see Zero using his Buster in this run. Proceed with care. I wonder what's inside.
Oh, wow.
So the secret door over here gives us the armor part for the stage. There's an armor part in every stage now.
Oh, wow.
So it's the head part for the Falcon armor. It's interesting that he bothers to describe that what each part does, even though you only can use it as a complete armor.
That is... that's kind of one of those things that is nice, I guess. Honestly...
So Zero's got some... Oh, yeah. This stage gets really annoying for the whole Metal Gear Solid interruptions.
You know something? I wish Zero would be able to use the armor too, because that would actually add a nice customization element to this, you know?
Well, that's partly where, like, the parts come in. So, yeah, this is Crescent Grizzly's weapon, the Crescent Slasher.
Woo! You saved somebody, and now Zero will have to live with the guilt of not saving other people.
Yeah, the fact that they have to explain what that does. So, yeah, we got the Crescent Slasher. Oh, yeah, this is Tidal Whale's move. Your air dash now has, like, an ice wall in front of it.
Ooh, that's cool. I'll say this. They definitely did put a lot of thought
This
into
particular
Zero.
enemy is very hard to deal with.
I feel like this is definitely a test run for the Mega Man Zero series, if I'm being honest.
It does kind of feel like it.
Like, it definitely feels like a lot of the concepts are coming together and congealing in that weird way.
Well, it's actually funny that you say that, because Mega Man Zero doesn't quite feel like this game until, like, 2 or 3.
Look, dude, sometimes you keep on working on it, and then you get, like, perfection. And or a golden ticket. Either way.
So we actually have to hit both of these. Oh yeah, in addition to the Crescent Slasher, we have the ability to double jump, which I always forget is not a default move for Zero these days.
Wow, that is... Yeah, no, that's... No, it's just like when you get, like, a special jump, you forget that it is a special jump.
This part's a little tricky. Gotta hit them.
Tricky.
Well, you got that stupid thing.
Yeah, that would annoy the frick out of me.
That's why Zero's hard mode. Okay, we're just gonna take that hit. Because they pop back out, see?
Your perfect no-hit run!
Oh, you do not play this game for a no-hit run on... Certainly not on extreme mode.
Yeah, true.
Saving those guys... Okay, so in later Mega Man X games, like that is like 6 and 7, saving dudes actually gives you upgrades. In this game, they just kind of exist.
They're just there.
Yeah, like there's no real reason to save them.
Like, isn't like in Mega Man X7, aka the bad...
Okay, I screwed it up.
The bad one, as we'll call it.
Yeah, X7, dearly beloved X7.
Like, isn't the only way to play X in that game is to get those guys?
Yes.
Which
That's one of the many reasons why that game is so maligned.
There's a lot of reasons that game is so maligned.
Well, you know,
well,
I don't say it lightly when I say that. That one's the Sonic 06 of the series.
Didn't that give you a health boost?
Yeah, they're basically like life power-ups, but that's not that useful.
I guess.
Well, I guess it just annoys me that they put emphasis on them.
But they're not as useful as they could be.
They stopped me with the whole cutscene just to explain them, and then they're not worth more than a few ticks of life.
Are they in other levels, or is just this level?
Just this one.
So they're only in this level.
Actually, no, they might be in other... Yeah, they are in like a few other levels, equally meaningless.
I just figured I'd ask, because that's one of those concepts I feel like they were like, let's be experimental, guys.
So look, he's at level 13 now, because Zero's rank SA, and we've done a bunch of stuff.
I'm level 13. That means I evolve into Tentacrude.
It basically just affects the size of their life gauge.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's kind of interesting at the very least. I like the idea.
So this guy's an ex-Maverick hunter. He's like, I don't want to be a jerk like you. I made the right choice to resign.
I had a past, man. I was somebody. But now, I'm Volt Kraken. And I'm gonna eat your face.
Goodbye, Volt Kraken. Oh, if you come here with X, they have a conversation about, Kraken claims that he doesn't hold it against X that he killed Launch Octopus.
Ah.
And then he like freaks out and it like screams that he's gonna kill him for octopus.
For octopus!
So yeah, he lied. So yeah, Zero's very efficient at destroying enemies.
When he wants to be. You did say he's playing on hard mode in this case, though. So.
Well, we're already playing on extreme, and then Zero's harder. No, Zero does a huge amount of damage, but he's like a glass cannon.
Okay.
Although with the shock buffer, he's kind of on par with X now.
Okay.
So let's see. This guy was. I have the bosses like all figured out as to which weapon does what. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get the best parts. Energy saver. So we're gonna have lots of weapon energy.
Yay!
We got the energy cart.
Yay! Celebrate, guys! Celebrate! Dance to the music! Yay!
Yeah. So basically, my strategy for choosing what parts to choose is. The first two on the top left, you choose weapons and life, and for everyone else, you choose weapons and energy, and that gets me my favorite parts in the game.
Ah, that makes sense.
Because there's like 16 parts in the game, I guess, but you can only ever get 8 because you have to choose one or the other with each Maverick. Now, if you didn't do the like advancing the timer thing that I did, then you usually start getting parts after defeating like the third guy.
Okay.
So we're ahead of the game.
Woo!
So, 4th Armor kind of benefits from having the energy saver, although it already has one built in. You don't get infinite ammo like you used to, though. They had to nerf that somehow.
I guess that's fair. That they have to nerf stuff. You need to clearly get the ultimate armor.
Yeah.
Because it is ultimate. Right. The ultimate armor is in this game, because I think it appeared in every game after.
The ultimate, it does. So then we go to this one. This one is very much like a Zero kind of level.
So basically it's like Zero. That is such... God.
Shining Firefly.
It's Dr. Stockman from the Ninja Turtles.
Is it?
Well, he's a fly doctor, so I'll let you be this.
He's a firefly doctor.
So, he's slightly more anime now. He is filled with burning justice. I'm actually shocked that the Met Tool didn't become a mascot of Capcom or something.
Yeah, he's kind of a Mega Man mascot.
He is very much so.
Thanks, Alia. Thanks for telling me that spikes hurt.
But I'm thinking of like, have you ever I'm thinking about like in terms of like Shin Megami Tensei and how they use Jack Frost as the Atlas mascot. I'm like, like Japan loves its mascots, but Capcom doesn't really have necessarily a main mascot it uses. Which, fair enough. They make a bunch of different games. Imagine just using Resident Evil-like creatures as their mascots.
Oh, we're going to see something in this stage that I don't think we've seen yet. Sigma!
Sigma! No!
Shouldn't have rushed that one.
How could you be alive? You never came back to life before! Wait. No, that checks out.
I mean, that wasn't much of a battle that we had with Sigma back in the Eurasia. So that was a Sigma virus head, and that's what that little gauge on the lower left actually refers to when it says normal. You can become infected with the Sigma virus and bad shit starts to happen.
Like what?
For X, you can, I think at full infection you start rapidly losing life.
Oh wow.
For Zero, you become invincible.
Huh.
God, this guy's not opening his shield.
That is weird, but cool.
Well, it kind of ties back to what we were seeing with Mega Man X4, where Zero is the origin of the virus. So for him, it just makes him stronger.
It makes me strong. Oh wow, they inserted another one of these levels.
Yeah, only 20% more 3D.
I'm climbing up a staircase. Don't know when I'll be walking down.
Only we got a staircase with lasers.
Well, staircase with lasers, that seems dangerous, man. You gotta do something about the staircases with lasers.
Nope. Shouldn't have tried to use the ice slasher. The crescent slasher is like the best weapon for Zero. Just zoop.
Man, I swear, I swear at this point, Shim should just be like our heel wrestler character who should just show up on our streams at this point.
Is he not?
He's calling X the Adobe of video game characters. He gets so many upgrades with not many improvements. Also, don't badmouth Alia, the best girl. Look, man. Look.
I'm
gonna disagree.
Are you telling me that Alia is better than either Iris or CL?
Look, I disagree. Mega Man X gets improvements on everything. He is the best. Though, clearly, look, guys, but I can tell you who is the best Mega Man girl. Rush. Wait. He's a dog. I don't know where I was going with that.
Thank you for telling me nothing, Alia, about the powerful plasma that's being released in my pants. Wait. Alright.
Look, Zero, you have a very long sword, and he knows how to use it.
I mean, it's like a great sword in the Zero series, so...
I always liked Zero's sword in the Zero series. Hey! Have these arm parts!
Unfortunately, he doesn't have another complicated conversation with Zero.
I want to have Dr. Light tell me, are you my daddy? No, Zero. I'm your papa. No! Actually, at least now I know who it is. That solves a big mystery of my life. Thank you, Dr. Light. Actually, I'm not your papa. No! Well, I guess
you were adopted.
No! Well, I guess I could be fine with being adopted by Dr. Wily. No!
Now, the reason why I actually avoid the Sigma heads is because getting infected lowers your rank.
Okay. So basically, you might get invincible, but you want the rank.
Yeah.
And doesn't that also affect an ending, technically, I guess?
I don't know. I don't know what affects the endings. It's semi-random. That's why I created a whole lot of save files in case things go horribly awry.
That is preparing. I'm impressed.
He's a Dr. Firefly.
Dr. Firefly. He is not a Kamen Rider villain.
He was Izzy Glow in the original.
Izzy Glow is kind of...
He's Izzy Glow.
That's kind of great.
Yeah. Now, that background is really cool, except for it looks like it should have been animated.
It really does. I feel like I'm looking at like a still image from an animated PlayStation sequence.
That's basically what all the backgrounds in this game are.
Yeah.
Now, once again, the Crescent Slasher annihilates everything.
Actually, I feel like I should be seeing like Johnny Quest characters from the Real Adventures of Johnny Quest in there. Just Johnny hanging out with Podgy and Jesse, and it's like weird, awkward 3D.
Okay. His weakness weapon is actually a little bit hard to hit him with.
Now, I didn't expect to make a Real Adventures of Johnny Quest reference here tonight, but that's what happens!
Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah, boy!
Alright, that was another weapons and energy. Yay, Zero did get a light up.
Yay! Sorry, like I said, I've been doing a lot of work recently, and that's been interesting on my end.
Oh, that's why Dave keeps checking his phone.
Yeah, basically. Because, my work is special. So special.
Alright, let's find out. Let's find out if the space colony gets destroyed or not.
Yep. The time has come at last!
I'm gonna check my notes while we're in this cutscene.
You have notes?
I took notes on this game as to where I stuff my save files, just in case something weird happens.
That is useful, and also a little bit more prepared than I thought you would be. But
this game has too many branching paths.
It really does, apparently. Blast off!
Alright.
Man, you can tell it's serious because they have had 3 exclamation points.
And he says it 3 times.
I know. But I guess we're gonna find out what hit. Curses!
So that is actually the normal thing to happen. It's very hard to get the colony destroyed with the Enigma. Although there is a trophy for that, which took much grinding for me to get.
Wow.
Mega Man X Legacy Collection 1 and 2 are the only platinum trophies I have on PlayStation. Next up, the Space Shuttle.
That's shocking. I actually have on my PlayStation the Spider-Man PS4 game platinumed at this point. But you know, that's how you do it.
So now, we head off to the second half of the Rogues Gallery.
Yay! The second half! One's a dinosaur.
One is a dinosaur. Now, we could go grinding around, but I think we can load one of my saves to alleviate that.
Do it. Fuck grinding. I am not here for this. Look, I am prepared to have the stupid... I'm more prepared to have the stupid time travel conversation with Animal Crossing.
No, it looks like I saved before the Enigma fired, so I guess I didn't grind that out. Oh well. So I already know the result of this because the result is rolled like right as soon as you clear the boss fight or something.
Mm-hmm.
So if you save after defeating a boss, it will, and you can't like save scum it to try to get a different result.
Oh wow.
So you actually have to save a stage ahead of when you're going to fire it.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So that's why my notes was like Enigma fails normally.
Handy to have that, actually.
Yeah, I also have a save in case something goes wrong with the space shuttle.
You just are like, no, no.
I was talking about optimizing Mega Man games before. Now it's serious.
You optimized
so
that
we actually, yeah. So on this file, it's the same. It's the exact same stuff as we had before, except we need to make sure to pick up the last armor part here. So we're right on schedule. So we're gonna bring X down here.
Yep.
And actually, so if you return to a stage, if you already did that stage with that character, then Alien doesn't bother you.
That's useful.
So I think the patch that I have for like the PC emulator version that removes Alia just checks like mark as read for all of Alia's conversations.
That helps.
Yeah, the programming is surprisingly simple sometimes.
Hey, sometimes it's just like a check, and it's like, this check is taken care of.
Oh, except this does not have the control scheme. Why does this game never remember the controls that I put on it?
Because Mega Man X5.
Alright, special weapons, dash, L, R, circle.
Actually, that
go.
brings up a good point. Maybe this game has like a... Since some of the stuff is random in this game, maybe it has like a weird memory generator thing.
So,
like, basically you can't remember stuff because then it would have to remember some of the random stuff, or I don't know.
I actually wish that this game... Now, they introduced like a proper ranking system in the Zero series, because this game is just like, you know, it's very arbitrary. Wow, those guys are being barfed out by the ship. In this game, it's very arbitrary how they rank you, and it's mostly like how fast you can clear a stage. The Zero series has like a really solid ranking system where like certain stages will have bonus objectives, and you have to complete all of those objectives in addition to defeating the boss.
That's cool.
To get 100% on the mission bonus, and then it's time, number of enemies destroyed, amount of damage taken, whether or not you lost a life, And if you use any Cyber Elves, which are power-ups.
Yeah, no, I know. I've heard about the Cyber Elves
Yeah.
and how you never want to
Never use those unless you don't give a damn about ranking. But because in a bunch of the Zero games, your rank is tied to whether or not you get the special weapon for the stage. Yeah.
Yeesh.
So, like, you can give yourself, like, a massive health bar and immunity to spikes, but you won't be getting those cool Z-Cyber combos.
That kind of annoys me on some level. Just like, you know, you have the system and then it's like, don't use the system!
Yeah, I agree. I don't like it when games punish you for using their mechanics.
Yeah. Like, that... Like, there's aspects about the Zeroes games that are really cool, but I hate that about the first one, especially. I think it gets better later on, but I...
Yeah, they stopped doing that by, like, 3 and 4.
We only have it in half the series, guys!
Oh, yeah, no, that's why, like, basically, the story of the Zero series game design is starting with, like, a weird Metroidvania and then turning it back into a Mega Man X game. So let's check out some of the weapons we've got. Oh, yeah, the basic shot is just, like, this random burst of crescents. Let's see if I can get in a spot where you can really see Volt Kraken's attack. Notice it fires in 3 directions. What does it remind you of?
3 direction... Oh, Contra?
This is the Thunder Beam from Elecman.
Oh, yeah!
Most weapons in this game are callbacks to earlier Mega Man titles. There is, like, this was meant to be the end of Mega Man X, and so there's a ton of callbacks.
Huh. That's clever. I'll give him that.
Oh no, I don't want to use this weapon yet.
You want to do the pause select trick with his power?
I wish that was in this game. That would make certain bosses much easier. Alright, so this weapon, when charged up, giant anime laser!
Apparently, man, X, you're just becoming more and more of a Gundam.
I hate that you can't, like, start charging until after you fired a shot, though. Yeah, because normally this attack lets you control it with the D-pad.
Yeah.
And it's not particularly useful, in my opinion. Now this roves along surfaces.
That is useful.
What do you think that is?
Snake.
That is exactly right. That is Search Snake.
Like, I'm not the biggest Mega Man fan ever, but I played enough of the games to know all the, like...
It's also similar to Jet Stingray's move, I guess.
Yeah. True.
The ground hunter. But, you know, there's so much stuff in here that harkens back to, like, the classic series. So it's very, like... That's where my mind goes. So, if you stand in the right spot, you can kind of get it to, like, go down there. But the easy way to do it... Charge shot.
Yay, you got the Falcon!
Oh yeah. Falcon armor, yeah! So, we should be good on this stage. Body parts up. So we got energy up, quick charge, and Falcon armor. Quick charge is very important for X's 4th armor.
I can imagine. Alright.
Yeah, like this is the game that introduced all that, like, kind of custom parts.
Alright, Space Kids, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab a drink first, because Dave is feeling the burn.
Okay.
Give me a sec here.
I'm gonna make sure our parts are equipped while you do that.
Yes. I figured since we were in between stages, and I wouldn't have to walk past you.
Yes, walking past the serious Mega Man action.
Action, action, action.
So now we have the Falcon armor. Falcon armor will toss the energy saver and the quick charge on it.
Sorry.
And let's see, we can take them in a certain order or not. Yeah, you know what? This works. So this becomes the part of the game where we play almost exclusively as X.
Wow.
Because suddenly the Falcon armor is the best thing ever.
Gotta shield
Also,
those...
it looks really good.
Gotta shield those model kits.
It's one of the coolest armor designs, I think, in the series.
Nah, it's a good design, honestly. And like I said, we have
Dark Necrobat.
He actually reminds me of like some of the earlier like Shade Man and stuff.
Yeah, he is very much a Shade Man callback.
Like, see, I can know Mega Man too.
Oh yeah, I mean you played enough of them with me on this channel already.
No, Johnny, I'm doing a caffeine addiction.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nah.
We're picking our vices carefully.
So
the Falcon armor can fly.
The
end. Until Alia is the strongest foe in this game. She can stop you and drop me right on that enemy power projectile that's going to hit me as soon as this goes away.
Yep.
Boop. So the constellations, like we have this like slow motion effect thanks to the black hole that appears in the background.
Yeah.
And then the constellations appear and they drop enemies and spikes. But the Falcon armor damages on contact with enemies.
Wow.
You can't fly forever, but you can fly for long enough to really get ahead of the stage.
That makes total sense there. You're basically just like, I am super, super, super awesome Mega Man now.
I am Superman. Wait.
I am Superman. Or a Gundam.
Alia's like, oh, take the platform, and I'm like, nope.
Oh my god, he has the freaking Victory Gundam wings.
Oh god, you're right.
Yeah, like, those are the fucking goddamn V2 Gundam wings.
Because I don't care about Victory Gundam, so I didn't see it. But, so yeah, this whole bit with, like, the moving platform is completely skippable thanks to the Falcon armor, and it's way easier to get the energy tank, too.
Well, anyway, Victory Gundam's underrated, I'll say that. I know some people will disagree, but it's a Tomino Gundam show, it's actually pretty good. But yeah, some people don't like some of the animation stuff because it was a very early 90s, and you can feel the transitional bit. But it's better animated than a lot of other stuff was at the time.
Also, yeah, the Thunder Beam is amazing.
That is cool.
I think it's called Tri-Thunder.
Tri-Thunder! Tri-Thunder
You can even dodge the Sigma heads. So let's see if we... I have to do this very carefully. Okay, see, that heart is in a really precarious spot. Got it.
Fly the sky high.
Yeah, so, bye. This is, like, the main reason why you need the Firefly laser. Damn it.
Oh.
We got a Metal Gear Solid this. It's like the little Nikita launcher.
I get it.
Sweating. Alright. They even put that power up there just in case.
Yo! The Gaia armor!
Yep. This is the next armor.
This will give you the power of Ultraman Gaia!
Honestly, the Gaia armor, like, you should get the Gaia armor before the Falcon armor, because the Falcon armor, ooh, so good.
It's one of those things of, like...
The ability to fly trumps the ability to stand on spikes.
Well, it kind of reminds me of the whole thing with the Shogun Megazord versus the Ninja Megazord.
Oh, yeah.
Because in the original Japanese version, the Shogun Megazord was the first one, and the Ninja Megazord was the upgrade. But they reversed it in America because the Shogun Megazord just looks way too impressive. Like, it's a really good design, and honestly, it's just more imposing.
This is the guy who does not care that the world's being destroyed. And X is like, you're sick, man.
You're sick.
Let's see, actually, we can get him. We can get him real easily with this now.
That's cool. Alright, so Johnny McJim
his actual weakness weapon is this Firefly laser.
Yeah.
Which you can kind of... You don't want to actually hit them with the missile itself. You want to hit them with the trail.
Oh, okay. That's
because
cool.
the missile disappears on contact,
but
the trail can cause damage.
So I'm gonna make... So Johnny McJim, Ultraman, there's a couple ways to go about it.
Also, the bosses in this game has severe Spark Mandrill syndrome.
Ooh, he really does. So Johnny McJim, I'm actually gonna say something.
That's enough of that.
I know you might not want to buy this, but I would actually recommend getting the Mega Man Blu-ray sets from Middle Creek Entertainment, because one, they're nicely remastered and they look really good. And honestly, I would either start with Ultraman or possibly Ultra 7 if you're going to go for the Ultraman series.
He had a time stopper power just now.
Ooh.
Yeah, this guy even... I forget exactly how Shade Man fights, but he's very similar.
At the very least, if you're going to... At the very least, with Ultraman, you might want to watch certain episodes, not necessarily like a whole series, because they're very much kind of like... It's a very different style TV, but they're very much Twilight Zone in a way where episodes can stand alone.
Now just watch the CG Netflix one. That one's cool.
That one's great. I actually like the manga better, but honestly, I would really check out Ultra 7, especially The Town That Doesn't Sleep, I think is the name of it. It's episode 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, you showed us that. We got the Shoddy Racer for Zero. Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite episodes, if only for the ending still haunts me to this day. But if not that, you might want to try Modern Ultraman, and I would recommend either starting with Tiga, Nexus, or if there's just a design of Ultraman you like, start with that series, because...
Alright, we got plot. Zero's been fighting the Sigma virus for so long.
Okay, Johnny, I'll talk about this in a second, Johnny McJim, I promise.
Most dreadful virus to ever exist. See? This game's topical.
Very much so.
I wonder why I'm not harmed. I feel an energy growing within my body. Foreshadowing to things that may or may not happen in this game. Depending on the routes. So we actually have Lifesaver actually gets to do something.
Oh, wow.
Zero has virus antibodies. They think. So they want to put away Zero. They don't trust what's going on here.
Fair enough. Clearly, Zero is the enemy.
Yeah, they've been building up to this one.
Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna inform Johnny McJim on some Ultraman lore while you prepare up here. So
I know you will. Wait, I'm removing parts.
So production order is fine too, but. Look, let me put it this way. Ultraman is very standalone, so if an older series is a little harder for you...
5, 4.
I really recommend maybe going for a newer series, if that might help.
3, 2.
But, honestly, Ultra 7 is one of the best ones. Every Ultraman is usually pretty standalone. But I will say this, everyone has its charm, they're very good. And the color timer is more prominent in some series than in others. Ultra 7, for one thing, does not have the color timer weakness. While it does go off, his whole thing is that it only is when he's weakened.
Alright, we're gonna try this stage with Zero because there's actually a relevant plot to it.
Fair enough.
For this fine gentleman here...
That is such a great design there.
Spiral Pegasus.
That is a freaking great design. So, like I said... All Ultraman's pretty good.
So we're taking an orbital wing from the Repliforce.
If you're having harder... I'm just recommending this if you have a harder time with older series. But
let's see, I got all this stuff.
But yeah, color timer is prominent in some other ones. In fact, Hideki Anno's not including the color timer in his movie reboot of Ultraman. Which we're gonna see soon, apparently. But yeah, no, Ultraman...
So this is the Repliforce from Mega Man X4.
Oh wow, they're back!
Yep. Back, and well, they're kind of screwed up by the virus. Yeah, you see how I just like tore through those guys? This version of Zero's Giga Attack is the best.
Fair enough. So I'll give you a warning right now, Johnny McJim. And I'm gonna talk about Ultraman after this. I promise. Unless he keeps asking me questions, which could happen.
Don't encourage him.
The color timer is more prominent in some series. Here's the thing about the color timer. They sometimes stretch out the concept of 3 minutes. So believe me...
Dragon Ball Z, anyone?
Yeah, look. Some movies and TV shows, it's not 3 minutes, guys. But
so we actually have to beat the elevator to the bottom floor. to get the weapon tank. And then blow our way out of here.
But it's going to be prominent in some series more than others. You'll notice it. Like I said, the reason I recommend Ultra 7 is a good starting place too is that it has some best episodes. With Ultraman, look up any episode directed by Akio G. Soji. They are
I'm just going to stare at Sigma while I flex.
Those ones are amazing and I feel like need to be seen.
Yep.
Thank you, Johnny McJim. If you have later questions, I know way too much about Tokusatsu.
Yeah, you do.
Well, I also know too much about comics, anime, manga, mecha. I know way too much things about things. I don't know. Like, I even know a little bit more.
Look at these dudes.
They're fun.
They're gone.
They're fun.
I hate that Alien's like, by the way, there's more bombs. Like, you know, that stage gimmick that's been following us the whole stage.
Yeah.
Speaking of following us, Sigma? No?
Follow
me. Set me. Wait.
Follow me. Set me free.
Wrong blue franchise.
It's true. But.
Oh, we actually did get Sigma.
Like I said.
So Zero did get the life tank, which was weirdly hidden at the end of that corridor. So Zero's going to have a little bit of life on this run.
Yeah, fair.
But we have the Shiny Racer now, which is a nice upgrade.
Ooh.
That's why the purple sword.
Yeah.
Because Zero actually gets a proper weapon from every boss in this game, unlike the last one where it's like, oh, Air Dash from Jet Stingray.
But yeah.
So here's where the plot kicks in.
Ooh.
So we're fighting the Rebel Force, right?
Yeah.
So this guy may or may not have things to say to Zero.
I wanted to see you, Zero. I wanted to ask you something. My thoughts always come back to the Colonel. I want to ask you if the battle between you two was necessary. I'm not accusing you. I just want to know. That's all. I've already been injected by the virus. I'm destined to be retired by you once I become a maverick. So go ahead and take me down. I want to fight you for the Colonel. That's what the Colonel I would want.
I understand, but I'll fight you only because this is my mission. Now, let's do it! So, this guy's gonna remind you of someone.
Oh! Hey!
Just wait for it.
I remember you from the first game. Yep. There he is.
It's Storm Eagle.
There he is.
Whoa. And if he hits you, he's got, like, some super knockback to try to launch you off the stage.
Don't worry. Like, it's just Airman.
But he is weak to Dark Necrobat's Time Stopper.
Of course he is.
Yeah, the callbacks in this game are really cool, if you ask me. They really make it feel, like, celebratory, almost.
Yes, Shim.
Like, this is the final episode, let's make the most of it.
Yes, Shim, there is a Mega Man Sonic crossover that establishes that the one true pairing is Dr. Wily and Dr. Eggman, for they work so well together. Seriously, that comic was so good.
No mention of Iris yet.
Iris, no! What was I fighting for? Sorry. You say Iris, I have to do the meme.
Dynamo's come back to waste your time.
Oh, great, Dynamo! It's good to see you. At least you sing.
Brah?
At least you sing the theme songs, or at least you're useful. Unlike those three other jerks.
So we can buff up X some more.
Buff, buff, buff.
Well, this is how you end up coming close to the wire. Did you
No,
miss
we
me?
didn't miss you.
I want to disturb you.
That is my mission. God, Dynamo has a nice design too.
Whoop. Oh, shoot. That is hard to dodge, honestly.
He is a... God, I feel like he just goes full, I'm a Street Fighter.
Kind of. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit. He definitely has that vibe to him. But you know, it is what it is.
I love that laser.
It's a good laser. But now he's dead.
Yeah, they feel like they balanced the game to account for you always using charge weapons with X. Which is another reason why I wouldn't want to be stuck without that armor.
That's fair.
Dynamo tells you to think about the future because you're going to die someday.
Everyone dies, Dynamo. Except me. I get a clone and I take over a city. Wait. Man, I always knew I had these urges, but I just gotta take them out on a clone, I guess.
Army of Dynamos?
Army of Dynamos. I was actually referring to Copy X.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't, like, violently take over Neo Arcadia. They're just more like, dominate me more, daddy.
Oh, daddy, copy!
Let's see. So, we got 3 hours remaining. Do we have time to backtrack? Because, let's see, this is going to drop it to 2, 1, 0.
Backtrack!
I think if you complete the thing even at 0 hour, you still get to launch the shuttle.
Okay. Do you want to risk it, guys? Well, make a save file to make sure we don't fuck it
I already have a backup save file of
that. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. Let's backtrack.
Because we, if we had done this with the Falcon armor, we'd have had the X thing right away. We can always backtrack after, too.
Yes, like...
Yeah, actually that... no, wait, there is a purpose to backtracking right now. So if we do Falcon armor... It's because... So you choose, you know, life or energy plus after defeating a boss. The next stage, you get the life up or the energy up, and the stage after that is when you get the actual part. And so we need the part from... Yes, Alia. We know about the bombs!
We know there are bombs, Alia! You don't have to tell us about the bombs!
Alia has the strongest power in the universe. She can stop time.
She can stop time to tell you stuff.
Yeah.
So she's a wife? I'm just saying, man! I'm that tired right now. It is what it is.
Well, I saved myself with a Giga attack.
Ooh, you giga'd out.
Okay, Alia, I get it.
They're bombs, Alia. I don't care. I fake bombs all the time. Like Mega Man X7. That was a bomb. The bad kind. The kind that don't blow up and have confetti. Why am I turning Mega Man X into Mr. Blinket all of a sudden?
I don't know what's going on in your head right now.
Nah, I'm just...
It's kind of a show.
Honestly, my brain is unfocused as hell right now, but I'm gonna go forward into this dark world.
I really want to see what it looks like when you do one of these when you're not, like, dead tired.
Sure. Why not? Actually, we have plenty of footage of me when I'm not dead tired.
It's been a while.
To be fair, yeah. Honestly, look, it's just one of those things of just like with everything going on. I've been having to put a lot of work in.
That's true.
Other things. Look, I would love to.
I mean, I already lost my job, so it's just like family drama now.
Family drama is nothing compared to a job.
Wonder if like X ever gets annoyed with Dr. Light. He's like, "You're not my dad." He's like, I am your creator.
I am your dad.
I'm your
Santa dad.
Santa dad.
Santa dad. Santa dad.
So, body parts G, Speedster. This is awesome.
Okay.
I wish the game would explain what the parts actually did. Like, I would love to, like, you know, I'd have to learn a little bit more about, like, the kind of, like, script this was written in. But I would love to do, like, a ROM hack of this game, like the ultimate version of X5, where you make alias conversations optional. Because they do them right in the later games, where it's like Metal Gear, where you press select to listen to them, or not.
That makes sense.
And, like, I would do that to Alia, and I would also make it so that, like, every boss just, like, gives you... I would do away with the boss leveling. It just, like, every boss gives you a part, and you can tell what part you're getting.
That I would prefer. That's just better overall.
So let's see. No, the 4th armor actually doesn't need it. The Falcon armor needs it. So Falcon armor does not need energy saver.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, we have Virus Buster. We can actually shoot and destroy the Sigma viruses if we equip that.
Oh, nice.
Speedster! Actually...
Now, Mega Man X has the power of the Speed Force.
Yeah, Zero also wants to have the Speedster. Very much so. There's certain parts that are designated for X and Zero with the X and the Z. So, like, Quick Charge and Shiny Racer are exclusive parts.
Zero, okay.
Well, Quick Charge is X, but yeah.
All
So
right.
we could actually do this next one. Red Hot World.
Red Hat World, man.
Dude, he's like off the coast of Africa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at this world map. Actually makes sense for once.
Yeah. Man, they actually put some thought into it for once in their goddamn lives.
If you actually fail, if you fail with the colony drop and it hits the Earth, the world map shows the continents shattered.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is some world-ending stakes. All right.
Well, it is Sigma's counterattack.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, let's do this with Zero. We can do it with Zero.
All right, cool.
Just because you can get all the stuff in the stage with Zero.
He looks like a dinosaur version of Zero.
Burn Dino. He does.
I don't know if, like... Sorry, like, it's just like... It looks like that's like an upgrade to Zero.
Scarfy says, I think we're all live streaming at this point. Yeah, I wish the timing was better.
Yeah, no, in all seriousness, life has gotten to us where we're basically just like... All of us seem to be trying to become YouTube stars for whatever goddamn reason.
Well, we're all had our own, like, creative ideas, and they all just... Now's the time, like, you're stuck at home with nothing else to do but live stream.
Yeah, essentially.
Ah, the flames.
Oh, that's cool. Sorry.
Got these dragon heads.
Sorry, I'm keeping a phrase of comic book news that I appreciate.
Oof, I should
For
not
once
have
in
gone.
my dead goddamn life. But no, honestly, I'm trying to focus more on, like, creative endeavors while this is going on. I'm trying to get back to writing soon. And I'm also taking care of some appraisal stuff. By the way, I do appraisals on occasion.
Yay.
I have a lot of things I do.
But can you see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yes, because of the crack cocaine I laced with it.
I want Cinnamon Toast Crunch now.
Yes, you do. It comes with your daily vitamin dose of cocaine, and ecstasy.
Okay, so we just had 2 alien messages and now 3 to warn us about the lava and how to deal with it.
Lava!
This stage is the worst alien message stage.
Jeez, you're not...
I mean, it should be readily apparent that the, like, black zones on the sides of these rocks is the safe zone for the lava.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny McDim, I'm doing appraisals right now. I'm appraising some Pokemon cards.
It would have been really easy to, like, show, not tell with that stuff right here if you just had a part where the lava only covers half the screen. And so then you see that the lava doesn't hit one of these doors.
Yeah, that would help. But I guess they were like,
yeah,
nah, we're not gonna do
that's the
so.
one, like, huge complaint I have about this game is that it's very, like, tell, not show when it comes to Alia. And a lot of the things that they're telling you about are pretty self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory. Who cares? We should just tell people. And then...
See, like here too, it's like destroy the door. It's like, okay. Better get down.
Get down, get down.
Yeah, if you stand up, you die.
I almost started to sing Les Miserables, and then I wanted to shoot myself.
I would have shot you.
Probably for the best. I like that musical, but you don't want to hear me sing it.
I was in high school, and they tried to perform it, and my dad said that the most miserable thing about it was the singing.
Oh my god, like, you don't get kids to perform Les Miserables. Get them to perform, I don't know, Rent
this
or
is
something.
This is why you watch us do this. It's not for the Mega Man. It's for the random musical stuff. So we're taking the ride armor into the lava.
Man, that right armor has tiny feet. I just want to point that out.
The flying ride armor from the last game doesn't come back, but this one does.
Yay! Thank you, Ride Armor. You are always appreciated. But you also have tiny feet. Just gonna say that.
You know, it's bothered me to no end that your head is clearly exposed out of the top of this. Yet, if you step out of the Ride Armor, the lava instantly kills you.
Honestly, it's
Capcom?
better. Honestly, it's better than the armor. It's better than the hover tanks from Southern Cross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, seriously.
So, this is a little bit tricky of a jump because you have to jump out of the armor, out of the lava, and not die.
And then get into the other armor, right?
And I didn't even, I didn't even hit the button to get out. Apparently, I tried to hit it so fast, nothing happened. Did it!
Yay!
This bat's just like, I have bomb delivered. Dude, we need those bats to like do Amazon deliveries right now. That'd be great.
They just drop bombs on like people's doors.
And you're like, no, I asked for the frag grenade, not the C4.
We're just gonna have all the C4 today.
Ding. So yeah, this Ride Armor seems to be just so that you can get back over here and then immediately jump out.
Honestly, it makes sense. They did. That was very thoughtful of them. Thank you, Capcom.
And we're at the boss. So there was actually two paths there, and I always thought the Ride Armor one was the cool way to go. Notice how fast we walk now that we have the Speedster?
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, it does the same thing to the Falcon Armor.
Ooh.
which is what we're going to see later on. So this guy's already up to like level 21. So the Maverick Terminator's here.
I seriously feel like this is some like weird alternate upgrade to Zero of like a berserker dinosaur form.
If he was in Mega Man Battle Network 6 where they had the Beast Out forms, this would be Zero's Beast Out.
He even has the green boob things.
I was trying not to say that, but thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
Look, man! There's one of Zero's most unique features.
This guy was just like openly antagonistic to Zero. It's crazy.
Yeah, because he also had the green boob thing.
Oh yeah,
That's my fan theory.
Damn it.
There can only be one person with the green boob things.
If you pull out your saber fast enough, like I was not doing. Yeah, so he's very, very obnoxiously weak to the Skyver's thing.
Wow. No, not Skyverse. Yeah, you're just
gonna spam this guy.
You just
so the reason, like, that's Zero's Giga attack, and it's incredibly useful because you can use it way more often than you can X's in his armor.
Ooh.
Although I guess the charge shots from any given weapon are kind of like a Giga attack in their own right.
Fair enough.
Still, I want something called the Giga attack to live up to the name.
Giga. Gia.
Breaker!
Pretty much.
Alright, other weapons and life energy. So, arm parts G and the booster engine.
Yay!
He was like hoarding weapons down there. Like, these guys all seem like they'd be mavericks that they'd have to get at some point or another. It's just now they have a good reason.
I feel like at some point this whole thing was just like a weird thing of like... Cygnus was like a maverick version of like hoarders.
Yeah.
He was basically like trying to find like...
So let's make sure our parts are in order for the Falcon armor. We got the quick charge, speedster. That'll do it for the next level. Last Maverick, everyone. Actually, now's it. I never really knew this when I first played this game, but you can actually choose to launch the shuttle or the cannon ahead of time without completing it, and they'll give you like the status. It's 68% complete right now. But the numbers don't mean anything.
I think we got boosters trained from Super Mario RPG Luna. I don't remember now. But maybe.
So, Falcon armor. This stage becomes not a stage with the Falcon armor.
I have a rose!
You thought Wire Sponge was weird.
Honestly, Top Man is probably the weirdest one. Like, let's just be
Oh, yeah. Hey, look. The background. Guns and Roses.
Oh! Oh! That's painful!
I don't know. Capcom, tell us 20 years later, was that intentional?
The only way it could be more intentional was if they had a hand, like, stroking the gun.
So normally they want, you know, to use the wire hook to jump up. But not us!
I mean, yes, we got the booster engine, apparently. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Did we get the booster engine for X?
What?
The part booster engine.
Yeah, the booster engine is what the Burn Dino Rex was guarding.
Yeah, okay, we got that. Making sure. Luna was asking.
This is the one time where it's relevant to, like, Alia warn you. It's like, there is a big pit that you will just drop into if you don't hold up on the D-pad to catch the wire.
That is helpful for once in your goddamn life, Alia. Thank you.
It's the only time. So, yeah, you fly up here real fast, like, get the leg parts for the Gaia armor.
Here.
He actually talks about it. A prototype I created a long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Specializes in defense ability and is very heavy and lacks mobility. You won't be able to use weapons. Still, it'll be very useful because you'll be able to walk on the damaged area. That is like some weird translation that you can't use special weapons and you can walk on spikes.
Okay, fair enough. Gaia! Ultraman Guy is a personal fave of mine, actually.
Yeah. And I have to very carefully drop back out of here. Little thing sticking there.
It has 2 Ultramen.
So, yeah, the whole rest, as you can see, Speedster plus Falcon Armor breaks the game entirely.
I can tell. You just gotta go fast.
So, let's play that game again where... What boss is this guy a callback to? Also, this background's pretty amazing. Like, all the parts just wrapped up in vines.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Alright, let's see.
Want the Orbiter engine. His fighting style will remind you of something.
Alright. Let's see.
It's one we've seen at least twice before in the Mega Man franchise.
Alright. Let's see this.
It's...
Oh, God. It's the copy one.
Yeah, he's... So, which boss are we thinking of?
I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to remember, like, God, I don't remember the Maverick name.
I mean, I think he's a fun guy, personally.
No. I'm gonna feel really embarrassed by not getting this.
Dude, Split Mushroom was in the last game.
Split Mushroom, fuck.
But Split Mushroom was already just a copy of Gemini Man.
Yeah.
From Mega Man 3.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Freaking
Alright,
Gemini
so he
Man.
is weak to the, fire attack. But, like most bosses in this game, you can just Spark Mandrill him. And that's partly why I don't like using their special weapon weakness a lot.
Because
I find the battles can actually go a lot faster. Oop. Although he can kill me if I screw it up. This is one of those games where it's like either you take no damage or you take all the damage.
It definitely feels that way. But he's dead, guys. We did it.
He can't hurt us anymore.
And you have 9 lives, so hey.
Yeah, we've been like collecting those scientist dudes along the way.
Sure.
0 hours to collision. Alright, let's see what happens.
We're gonna die, guys.
And the Gaia armor is complete.
Yay.
There is nothing in nature that's completely free from mechanical devices. They always just expect you to, like, destroy the Mavericks, and then they just send the cleanup crew to actually pick up the item you were fighting for. Alright, yeah, that's right. So at 0 hour, they will launch the shuttle.
Just automatically.
No, if it wasn't complete, there's actually a cutscene where they're like, everybody into the bunker.
Wow.
So the Sigma virus destroyed the autopilot, so we actually have to send a manned mission to the sun!
To the sun!
I mean, the Eurasia.
Yay! Eurasia, guys!
And apparently Zero is the only one with a pilot's license.
Apparently, he's red, so he goes 3 times faster.
And they actually have a, this is kind of a good farewell. Don't talk as if you know be coming back. I won't die on such an easy mission. When I become a maverick, I think that's when I'll have died.
I'll have died.
That is some anime dialogue right there.
That is the most anime dialogue.
I mean, that's why as a teenager I became obsessed with Zero.
Zero.
The edginess.
The edginess is there. I don't know. Zero is not that edgy to me, admittedly, but
Well, yeah, he's actually got some complexity to him in that way.
True. Then again, I'm a comics fan, so I'm used to the edge.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, read Punisher 2099 to feel the edge of the 90s. I like how, the little portrait is shaking. That's
yeah,
cute.
I kind of like these cutscenes a bit better than the X4 ones. They just feel, cleaner and more consistent. Plus, all the cast is actually relevant to the story.
No! Zero is dead, guys! He is definitely dead and will never come back.
Alright, so we got
ever.
the good outcome. The space colony was destroyed.
Yay! We destroyed a space colony.
Or most of it, at least.
I feel Zero. Da 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 da. I managed to survive. He's okay, guys.
Yeah, they actually show a different cutscene for his approach, and that's how you know it's gonna fail.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's this really dramatic shot of him flying into this colony.
That's fair.
He's very exhausted. That's interesting. How does a robot feel exhaustion? I don't know. Low energy reserves.
I like how that guy just has a metal beard.
Yep. If you were a robot, you would also have a metal beard.
Metal beard solid.
Yeah, metal beard solid. The Zero virus.
I wonder what's going to happen, guys. Who knows what will happen?
Yep, this is where there's actually a very large difficulty spike going into the final stages in this game. So let's make sure we're ready for this. So let's see.
So how can you get the ultimate armor in this game?
Oh, we're gonna get it. Don't worry. So I'm thinking the first stage we may want to do with Zero, and then the second stage with X. And then shit gets real.
Okay.
So Falcon armors prepared with its parts. Zero must have shock buffer, otherwise we all die. Weapon energy saver, speedster. That's exactly what we want on Zero. Alright, so we're going into Zero space.
Zero space!
Oh, yeah, so the Gaia armor is unfortunately, you get it too late, I feel like, for it to be useful. But we can actually go back and, get some power-ups. Actually, what do you think? I do have a save file where I already got all the power-ups.
If you want to do that, sure, go ahead. But it's your choice in the matter. But we're on this playthrough anyway, so it's
Yeah, why break it up? I don't find it to be as necessary to get all the life tanks in this game as it is in, say, X1 or 2.
That's fair.
Also, Zero's already got all this stuff. Let's go, Zero.
Yeah, Zero! Frick him up!
So, the Mega Man callbacks get stronger and stronger the farther you go towards the end of this game.
You only have 9 lives. Use them well.
So this level is a fairly faithful recreation of another level from Mega Man.
Yes, I know which level.
Ah, damn it. This is why you want those 9 lives. Quick, man! Yeah,
Quick.
So you gotta be quick about it.
They're like, We're going.
I was too close to the laser. You actually have to kind of hug the wall.
Oh, God.
But
I'm glad there's that one life there.
just like Mega Man 2.
Yeah.
Now we could start to use up the Darkhold right here if we were really desperate, but I think I usually try not to.
You keep going to that place and dying.
You have to like fall and then I'm sure anybody else who's played this game knows exactly how this stage feels.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah, our downfire is from the Burn Dynamax, which is kind of cool. We actually have lots of really cool moves for Zero now. Alright, so, whoop, did it. So I'm actually gonna bust out. This is Spike Rose Red's move.
Oh, cool.
Twin Dream.
Twin Dream, and you got hit with a virus.
Oh yeah, the Zero viruses are twice as infectious. Alright, so this is where you just whoop.
You're just like, I'm not dealing
Quick
with
man!
this. You're just like, I'm not dealing with this today.
Oh yeah, no, it's really... I don't know that it's possible to... Oh, we gotta move. Whew. And we did it. And here's the boss gate.
Yeah.
What's behind door number 1? The only door.
A boss we fought before? Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Is it a yellow demon?
Look at the logo in the background.
Oh God, no! I didn't want to be right!
The nightmare is real. This is the Shadow Devil, which is decidedly the hardest version of this boss.
They're like, how could we make this work? And, oh my God, the nightmare, it's coming back!
So that wireframe over there
Yeah?
has contact damage.
Oh.
So you have a much smaller room to dodge than you think you do.
They basically were like, well, can we make this harder than hard?
Yes, that's exactly what's happening.
They basically were like,
So creatively spamming this weapon,
press select and lightning! Select and lightning!
he is actually weak to the Thunder Beam weapon.
That's kind of funny.
Except for it's kind of hard to hit him with that with Zero.
Oh.
Damn it. How much we got in our life tanks? We have 1 full life tank. Yeah, like I said, huge difficulty spike at this stage.
Apparently, like this.
Yeah, you know what, I'm actually... So, I would actually argue that Mega Man X5 has some of the hardest final stages of any Mega Man title.
Yeah, that's fair, especially when you have the friggin' Shadow Demon. I didn't want to be right. I'm like, man, this seems very familiar. Oh, no.
You know, so by contrast, you know, X4's stages were very meh to me. Because it's really just like, oh yeah, quick run through the spaceport.
I feel
fight,
like,
you know, Colonel, then fight Iris.
I feel like with X4, though, to be fair, it was trying to be more experimental, so...
Well, yeah, like, I feel like a lot of the game was just making X
Did they literally put in the duck for this boss?
Feels like it.
It really does. I think it was, my God.
Oh no, he's pissed!
Oh God, he turned into the Wily!
It's Wily Machine number 6.
Wow. This is not even hiding it at this point.
Oh.
For years, I remember thinking, like, Mega Man fans were, like, exaggerating how big the Wily references were, and now seeing them, like, oh, wow, this is not even, like, debatable.
No, Dr. Wily has the largest impact on the entire lore of the Mega Man franchise.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly...
Because Zero outlives X.
Yeah, true.
Because the Mega Man Zero series is grimdark as fuck.
That's fair.
So, yeah, let's do like a quick little backtracky bit with X, get some power-ups.
Like the ultimate armor?
Now, ultimate armor comes later.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, so the ultimate armor you can get in this game without like any kind of cheat code. It's like canon.
Okay.
Dr. Light even has there's a capsule for it. So there's a whole conversation where Dr. Light acknowledges the ultimate armor.
Wow. Wait, was there argument over the ultimate armor being non-canon for a while?
Well, because it used to be something you'd only get from a cheat code.
Okay.
That's right, we didn't do this level with X. So the Gaia armor only has one level of charge. And those shots actually have a limited range on them. It's kind of weird. And even your dash barely puts you faster than walking speed, and it can't equip any parts. Otherwise, I put the speedster on this thing so fast.
This feels like I feel like the Gaia armor feels half-cooked.
It kind of does.
Because I feel like I get the idea is that they wanted to rebalance it, but apparently, it's like Twins, that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where basically one got all the good genes and one got all the bad genes, and one's just Danny DeVito.
Wow. We got Arnold and Danny DeVito over here.
Yes. I'm just saying, man. We have Danny DeVito Mega Man over here.
Wow, well, if we were doing episodes of this, that would be an episode title right there.
Let's just rename the live stream Danny DeVito Mega Man.
So, spikes on top of the truck are not a problem.
Yay. Apparently, according to Luna, Hal, did you forget the crap you find in Gates Funhouse?
We're not talking about Mega Man X6 on this. I said one of the hardest. Because X5 and 6 are, kind of crazy Mega Man games. So, okay. It's so tedious to get this, because you have to do the entire stage with the Gaia armor and the electric trap, and at the very end, where you do the puzzle right before the boss room, there's a fork in the path that you can take with the Gaia armor.
Oh.
We're not.
What does it get us at the
It just gets us a life tank.
Oh, never mind. Fuck that.
There's also a life tank here, which is equally tedious to get. I think by contrast, we got everything in these stages.
So, do we...
No, we can get a life tank in this stage for X. I'll show you the real... the Gaia armor is just puzzle-solving purposes.
That is... Well, apparently Danny DeVito Mega Man knows what he's for.
Oh, no. I think if the game was longer, this would be really good. If we were only, 2/3 of the way through the game now, and... screw it, Sigma. If there was more Mavericks or, stage selects to go to. And the Zero series kind of does things like that in a more polished way.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing to remember, though, when comparing the X and Zero series is they actually have two different developers.
Yeah.
Because Zero series is Inti Creates.
Well, yeah, that was their first major game series at the very least I know of.
Guys did Galgun. I would laugh so hard just because I associate them with these, with Gunvolt and Blaster Master Zero and Mega Man Zero. And it's oh, they did Galgun?
Look,
they do these hardcore side-scroller games with dark sci-fi anime themes, and Galgun.
Yeah, not
Panty shots.
Look, sometimes you need to do something to pay the bills.
Yeah. So we destroy these blocks here. And this thing.
You're gonna knock their blocks off?
The dash pushes the blocks, so it's this puzzle armor.
That is interesting.
And this is how you get the life tank.
And that's it?
Yep, that's what we needed from that stage.
Okay. At least that's it.
Or, yeah, we can get it from this stage. We can get it using the Falcon armor, I think. See, X, because of his armors, has access to way more power-ups, so it's very hard to equally balance the two characters. And, 8 times out of 10.
To be fair, there's one issue. The series is called Mega Man X, so main character kind of takes,
That slid down too
fast. Hit the spikes!
I hit the spikes! This wouldn't have happened if you were wearing the Gaia armor. Except, there's one other thing that we need a special weapon for, which the Gaia armor fails at.
That?
Yeah, slaying Met Tools.
Oh yeah, Met Tools are the most dangerous weapon in all of Mega Man.
I mean, yeah, they have hard hats.
Oh well, I'm trying God.
Actually, yeah, we need the ground fire.
I just remember.
Stop telling me about the goddamn platforms, alien.
I just remember.
So yeah, the ground fire burns up that wooden stuff up there, and then you can get the EX tag.
I'm gonna actually make a recommendation for a webcomic that just reminded me of something. A webcomic called Kid Rad. Now, try and find an archive version of it because it uses early computer stuff that doesn't necessarily work well. But if you can get it with the animations, it's a very good webcomic to go through, especially if you're a video game fan. It's kind of like... It's a bit of a deconstruction thing, but it's really good.
So, there's a lot of spikes in this stage, but I'm still going to choose the Falcon.
Ooh. Shim, I'm not going to do a Nuzlocke game of Pokemon.
Also, yeah, this background gets increasingly more seizure-ific as time goes on.
Be careful then. If you have issues with seizures, please.
So this part with these falling platforms and stuff, leading up to the main part of the stage, is a callback to the first Sigma Palace in Mega Man X1.
Oh wow, huh. Cool. But yeah, I don't plan on doing a Nuzlocke run of Pokemon because honestly, there's a lot of channels that do that, and I don't know about doing Pokemon on this channel. I like Pokemon, but I'm not the biggest Pokemon fan. It's Pokemon, you know. I want to become a Pokemon.
There's a lot of stuff coming out. This is where the game gets quite a bit harder on extreme difficulty because they just put way more stuff in the stage.
Yeah,
like all of this. All right, let's go.
Woo.
Can't touch me.
Can't touch you.
No, actually, yeah, the enemy projectiles can still hurt you, but you don't take contact damage with them. So you're just like, bye.
Bye. See you in hell.
Yeah, so if you're the Guy armor, you climb up the wall of spikes. And if you're the Falcon armor, you fly this. Okay, let me out of here. Whee!
Fly the sky.
Secret up here.
Helpful.
Very helpful. Alright, let's do it.
I believe in you.
Although, yeah, this boss is a tricky one.
Is it the alien from Mega Man 2?
I wish it was the alien from Mega Man 2. Luna asks, how do you Nuzlocke a Mega Man game? That is a good question. Hey, it's Sigma. Sigma's emblem.
Ooh.
So if I remember right, let's try the ground fire on this.
I don't know how you Nuzlocke a Mega Man game, but basically, you finish the game after your first death, I think? Would probably be how you Nuzlocke it.
So yeah, another Mega Man X1 callback.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, like the spiders.
Oh, wait. I should not have,
What did you do?
I made it so the doors never close. Or never open again.
You dork!
This is bad.
Why did you...
Again, this is a very simple fight with the Gaia armor.
But in the Falcon, it's... Wow! The Gaia armor... Damn!
The level's really hard with the Gaia armor, but the boss is really... This is a weird trade-off. The Force armor is somewhere in between.
So basically...
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. It's okay, we got lots of lives.
True. So basically, Danny DeVito actually is useful. Who knew?
Well, getting up, climbing everything is very tricky with the Gaia armor, because you can't air dash.
Well, yeah, and plus Danny DeVito is so short.
Yeah, see?
I'm just gonna keep making...
each one, I think, is weak to a different thing. Yeah, that one's not weak to that. So the core is weak to the gel shaver. So you are weak to... maybe Tri-Thunder?
Tri-Thunder!
This is one of, the few main, yeah, okay, I was right. One of the few, main Mega Man bosses where I really don't remember the weakness chain.
Guys, we found Hal's weakness. Put it down!
Ah, I found the weakness for that. So, we're not actually going to attack the core. Now, you can avoid taking collision damage by doing the flight.
There. You just want to make sure you don't have to do that shit again. Fire hot!
Fire in the eye. Oh, but this is where it gets dastardly, I think. Oh, not yet. They start to bring spikes in from the walls, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, dastardly.
We're so doomed. Now, like, thanks for the suggestion, Shim. I just don't think Nuzlockes are really something I really want to do for, like, stuff unless it's interesting or changes things dynamically. I don't know, I think you could probably do a Nuzlocke in Persona.
There we go.
Oh, God! I hate spikes on walls!
I know, really?
Yeah, I know.
Truly, truly dastardly.
Look, Arnold Schwarzenegger armor, I believe in you. You can do it.
Yeah.
We might not have the Danny DeVito armor, but I believe in you.
Yeah, I guess we don't want to destroy the core yet, even still.
I can't believe I'm calling one armor the Danny DeVito armor and one the Arnold Schwarzenegger armor. What have I come to?
Well, I mean, in the next game there's a weeaboo armor, so...
That's true. Aren't all the armors technically weeaboo armors? I mean, they look like Gundams.
Oh no, you like literally, the shadow armor turns you into a ninja.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole thing.
And then the blade armor is meant to look like a samurai, so it's... X6 was in full weeb mode, apparently.
So you just go double the weave, double the fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Double the weave,
Okay,
double...
enough, dude. I'm actually gonna take some energy out of that life tank. Come on. Is it not gonna go back?
It might not at this point. Just kill it. You did it. Congratulations. You've proven justice of society.
Yeah, I finally learned the weakness triangle for this thing.
He's gonna forget about it. We all know this.
Some things are hard to forget. Yeah, like if you have the force armor, you can actually use the charge weapons to do a number on that boss too, but then you can't do all the flying tricks to get through the level.
Yeah, Luna's ticked off here. Look, we killed the core. It's dead.
Kill the core, dude. Yeah. Too bad we, like, see everything you type, like, 3 to 5 minutes later. Alright, let's see. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna do this. Alright. We're gonna do this. So, here's a question, actually. In the X... So, X or Zero? Who is our hero?
Look, I know how Keiji Nifune wanted things, so Zero, I'm guessing.
Alright. Then we're gonna start with X.
Alright.
And we are Blue X. We are naked.
I'm wondering what's going to happen here now.
Yeah, it's just getting weird, man. And we're just gonna dark hold this. Because it gets you past a lot of bullshit.
I can tell.
No. And we're gonna just chill in this pit.
Ooh.
I never expected you to come here without the armor. You idiot! Yeah, this is very, like, the conversation, don't get lazy and depend on the power of the armor. It feels very final, like Dr. Light's like, this is it. This is the end. The end. So, but now here's the thing. So if we game over out of this stage and come back with Zero, we can get Zero's black armor as well.
Oh.
Problem is we accumulated 9 lives.
Oh. Wow. That's a problem. That's
now, you know, I can't believe it took him till Mega Man X8 to just give you an exit stage button, which isn't contingent on clearing the stage. Sometimes good ideas take time, huh?
Yeah. Whoa, for the longest time. Oh god, I don't want to be copyright strike by Billy Joel.
There's no danger of that.
Yeah, probably not. My singing voice isn't that good. Alright. Die, Mega Man, you don't belong in this world. Oh wow, I forgot, like, you had...
Zero is a number!
Yeah, technically.
Because it signifies 0 lives remaining. Alright, so we do stage selection. Ultimate armor complete.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. Light, you put that in one capsule. Why couldn't you put the other stuff in one capsule, eh? Eh?
So we got the ultimate armor, cool.
Oh, yeah. The ultimate armor, it's got all the powers that the 4th armor has, plus an infinite Giga attack.
You're blue, but you have gold trimming.
And, yeah, same power-ups make sense on it. Actually, Speedster's pretty good. Yeah, makes sense. So let's just make sure we have Zero properly equipped for this fight. Yeah, Shock Absorber, Energy Saver, Speedster. Actually, yeah, we'll have Shotty Racer. We maybe not need the Speedster, actually.
Fair enough.
Because we got Z-Saber Plus.
Okay. So you're good, you're ready, you're... Will Zero make it? I forgot about the black armor design for Zero in this one. Which is a cool design, by the way.
Right. And Zero also has Dark Hold, so... Some of the weapons he gets are just the same as X's.
Honestly,
well, that's like the only one that really is, though.
That's fair. At the very least, they are doing different things.
Yeah, it works. I really like how they handled Zero in this game. In fact, I think like this is probably his best handling in the whole X series. And shit gets really weird in 6.
Zero.
I wasn't able to create an armor for you. I don't need any enhancement. I see. Well, then get out of here. Metul and I are playing Gin Rummy later.
Look, man. I'm gonna get high with Metul. It's gonna be blast. If you're live, join us, Zero. We can get high, and X won't be there.
And Zero actually gets it right away.
Yeah.
I think that, no, we still have our parts equipped.
You now have reached maximum edge.
Yep, he's going through his Black Goth phase.
Yay.
And unlike X4, this armor actually does stuff for us.
Yay!
So, out of the box, it has, like, all the Shot Eraser, Z-Saber Plus, Shock Absorber stuff. And now, the boss of the stage.
Is this the final boss?
Get big old Dr. Wily symbol.
Oh, hey!
The prophesized time has come.
Oh.
Everybody's kind of on edge with the whole virus thing, and...
Oh, wow. We're fighting X, aren't we?
X is the boss.
Oh, wow.
That's why I asked X or Zero.
Fair enough.
And they're trying to get him to come back. And Zero's like, nah, I got this, brah.
Fair enough. That's a good twist there, actually.
Oh, yeah, like... I just love all the... Like, they finally pay off. So we're not just fighting X, we're fighting Ultimate Armor X.
Whoa!
And he has attacks from Mega Man X4.
X? Where are you getting this from?
Yep, that's Double Cyclone, Frost Tower.
God X.
I know. Imagine if you could play with that level of power.
God, that'd be so fucking
I thought
fun.
I won. I never expected you to attack with Soul Body. Slip mushrooms move. And we kicked each other's asses.
Ace, I love you. The Zero, that's very, I know. Oh, God.
Zero defends X.
Yay!
So there, if you're on a different story path where Zero actually goes Maverick when the colony isn't destroyed,
Yeah?
you fight a really powerful version of Zero, who then is killed by Sigma during this scene.
Oh, wow.
He takes the hit for X and dies.
That's a good story bit there, actually.
But because we're on the good timeline, so to speak.
We're on the good timeline, guys.
I mean, there is no good timeline with this game. But,
We're on the less messy timeline.
Alright, it's time to ask the chat. Whose ending do we want? X or Zero?
What's technically the canon one?
Okay. X6's canon is really messy to the point that none of these endings are canon.
Oh, fucking A.
X's is the closest to canon. Zero's ending is mostly about his character and doesn't really tell you what happens to the world.
Okay, let's... Alright, guys, do we want to finish Zero's character arc, or do we want to, like, see X take on Sigma?
Because actually, the more interesting ending for X is when Zero goes Maverick.
Yeah, okay, let's do Zero's ending, in my opinion. But that's my opinion.
Alright, we got one vote for a Zero.
And Deadpool. Look, guys, we're not watching Kikaider here. Or are we? I like Kikaider. That was a good show.
Yeah. Yeah, Zero might be the thing. Let's double check Zero's equipment. Alright. That's right, he gets to keep all of his equipment slots.
Yeah.
Although I don't think we need this shock buffer anymore. Speedster.
Zero's faster now.
Yeah.
We got mostly Zero, it looks like, at this point.
Yep. Alright, it's Zero time.
Zero!
Alright, let's do it. You know what's also fun about the final stages in this game?
What?
I didn't even notice because they've removed Alia's conversations from these stages.
Oh, thank God.
And now we're going through Bubble Man stage.
I can tell.
It's kind of Bubble Man, it's not like the same.
I feel like on some level
it's not
this
exactly the same layout.
We have gone to Mega Man's greatest hits at this point.
I like to think that it's like all this like Dr. Wily data is like bleeding out of Zero.
Yes, that conveniently makes it Mega Man's greatest hits.
Considering Mega Man spent his whole life fighting Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
Heroes are defined by their villains, right?
Sometimes. Honestly, I feel like Peter Parker defines most of his villains himself as Spider-Man, but that's my whole thing.
Well, that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, no. All seriousness. But yeah, no, it really depends on the situation.
Oh.
I got into an
Spikes! Damn it.
And you don't have the Danny DeVito armor.
I don't have Danny DeVito as an armor.
I'm just gonna keep...
I like that your after images are now purple, Liz.
Damn it!
I'm trying to get like close enough for the shadow to get them. You know what? Screw the shadow. I'm gonna go up close.
You're gonna get up close and personal?
Oh, yeah. It's gonna take those hits. We'll fill up the energy tanks later.
You'll be fine, maybe.
Oh, shit.
What?
I'm getting overzealous. That background's trippy, man.
God damn.
Alright. Focus. Okay, Zero.
You're Zero. You're edgy. You're a bad boy.
I thought that was gonna kill him.
It did.
These fireflies can stop at any time now.
You're fighting against the bits.
Okay. Stop it. Alright, we're good. Actually, let's turn this off. Extra life, energy, into the pit.
Into the
This is kind of a creative way of laying out the boss rematch.
Oh, wow.
He's level 96.
So powerful.
Yeah, so these bosses I feel like are scaled to assume that you did get the ultimate armor.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like I said, the end game in Mega Man X5 is one of the hardest in the series.
Yeah, if you don't have the ultimate armor.
Damn. I keep trying to dash through that attack and it's not working.
Then don't dash through
No,
the...
like if you do, you're invincible and damage him.
Okay.
Like...
So your timing sucks.
The timing was very bad, yeah. There, see?
Alright, fair enough.
Well, you know, I get pretty good at doing this like on my own, but then when you've been like playing all this time in a Let's Play...
Well, let's, yes, in a live streaming format. Not just,
Yeah, it gets very distracting.
the power of a live
Also, we
stream.
closed the window so as to like improve the acoustics in this room, and now it's getting hot.
It's getting hot in here, but we're not going to take off our clothes, so I
Yeah,
promise.
let's not do that. It's very easy with X because of the ultimate armor, Giga Crush.
Yeah, Krasha!
Ah,
Use his own power against him!
it's Batman or Man Bat. Take your pick.
I'm gonna go Man-Bat. He seems more like that type of dude. Actually, that reminds me of, like... I was talking about Batman rogues with Kingpin, and now I'm just thinking that Man-Bat is basically the lizard without the interesting stuff, too.
That's right. He is weak to the Sea Flasher weapon.
And weak writing. Wait. But yeah, no, Man-Bat has some good stuff on occasion, but I do think he's basically kind of a bargain bin lizard. Or bargain bin Hulk, I guess. You know that...
Nah, bargain bin lizard, because Hulk's cooler than that.
Yeah, that's fair. Man-Bat's not the worst thing ever, but he's not one of Batman's most consistent rogues.
I would have liked a better name on that.
They attempted to spin him off as another character. They attempted to spin him off into something else at one point.
Yeah.
He actually...
Let's go over to this side.
Oh my god, Man-Bat got a solo series before Robin did.
Yeah, right here, folks.
Ugh!
The Sigma virus has driven David insane.
Ugh! Ugh! I thought the Danny DeVito talk was crazy.
Yeah. Come get some. Actually, can I catch you? Oh, that's right. You can't Saber Dash cancel in this game.
You can't cancel.
Speedrunners hate that the Saber Dash cancel requires you to attack and dash, but as soon as you get Spiral Pegasus' weapon, it removes that ability. Or because it sticks a weapon there.
Oh my god.
And so speedrunners hate this guy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can imagine, like, they're just like...
Like, he's the last guy you do because of that.
I just like imagine them thinking, my efficiency! No! And then they just fade into dust.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't consider that as egregious as there's a... Okay, so these wires here,
Yeah?
you have to hold up in order to grab them, right?
Oh.
And in this game, there's no problem with holding up even if you go into, like, a, you know, spin attack in the air. In X6, there's a move that's executed by pressing up and attack in midair.
Oh.
And it's a move that sends you flying diagonally downwards. So if you attack right as you try to grab one of these things over a pit, sayonara, baby.
Oh my god, why?
Just one of the many awesomely terrible design choices X6 has to offer.
There's a lot of bad design choices.
X6 is like the crazy ROM hack game. Like, it feels like the bizarre ROM hack of this game, where, like, enemies are everywhere and you're expected to take damage and everything explodes and...
You can tell he's going through PTSD as he's talking about it right now, guys.
I don't know. I kind of like it just because there's a lot of secrets to find. And so it's really fun to like explore the stages, but the level design definitely is suspect.
Sometimes the crazy fan game is more entertaining than the regular game, which happens. But yeah, no,
should not let him get any of that.
So yes, Shim, Man-Bat got a comic book series before a lot of other characters apparently. Oh my god, Man-Bat got a solo series before the Martian Manhunter did.
Well.
And maybe Aquaman... No, wait, no, Aquaman had
I never imagined that Dark Necrobat would send you on a Man-Bat tangent.
I'm sorry. I just remember that Man-Bat had a solo series in the 70s, and now I'm just like, who else? Oh my god, he had a solo series before freaking Green Arrow.
I feel like we may not be aware of it, but I'm sure the audience has figured it out by now. We probably go on some strange tangents during Mega Man boss rematches.
Yes! I think I have established this as fact. Now I'm just like, who else? Who else? What dark secrets are you hiding, Man-Bat? Who else got a solo series? Oh my god.
Oh wait, can I hurt him with this? Nope, he's immune to his own attack.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the thing about this game. The only weapon a boss is typically immune to is their own weapon.
Wolverine was created in 1975, so you didn't have seriously, so that's not so bad. The X-Men were kind of canceled, and Jesus, so many things happened before Man-Bat. Man-Bat's not the worst thing ever. I don't hate him, but it's just like, God, he got a solo series before Robin, guys. And Robin is pretty much the reason Batman comics are still published today. Like, without Robin, Batman would probably not exist. At least today. He'd probably just be some obscure character. Like, it was like, yeah, this character was published in the 40s. Then, you know, like, then hardcore fans will talk about him. God. Sorry, I'll stop now.
Oh no, tell me about Man Bear Pig over here.
I'll talk about it. What other weird Batman tangents I could go on?
Actually, okay, so he's weak to Twin Dream. But as we've already established, we're in the part of the X series where everyone gets Spark Mandrill syndrome. Shim, you bring up that thing about Batman and DC preferring it. You have to also understand, Batman was the first character to get a live-action TV show, so he just always had a bigger media presence. Superman did too, but Superman has less of a media presence, mostly because there's just been less Superman movies, if I'm being honest, and that's probably one of the reasons why he just isn't a huge focus. Though recently, Superman won the poll of the most popular superhero in America. How recent was that?
This last week.
You know, that makes sense, given the current climate.
It's just...
The world cries out for a savior.
Apparently, I'm shocked that DC hasn't taken advantage of this yet. But yeah, he beat Spider-Man.
Oh, it was like cross-company?
Yeah, and Batman!
Okay.
Spider-Man was number 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm actually shocked that Batman's number 2. It's very rare to see that. Like, usually it's Spider-Man's number 2, Superman's about number 3, and Batman's number 1. So, I'm kind of like, maybe the world's finally tiring of Batman, and we can now focus on other things.
Yeah. Alright, Johnny McContact damage.
Shim's right about the whole animation thing with Batman, so... No, dude, like, I know Batman usually wins in these character polls. It's always kind of crazy. Like, I like Batman, don't get me wrong. Yeah, but I didn't expect Superman. Superman hasn't had a great media presence. Then again, Crisis on Infinite Earths happened, and that starred Brandon Routh as the Kingdom Come Superman, which apparently went over really well. So maybe there's other media presence that is making Superman more popular than I thought he was.
You know, I thought of something.
What?
So, if you noticed how I couldn't hurt Grizzly with the Crescent Slasher,
Yeah?
the Zero series thought that one through. You can turn off special weapons.
Oh. That's fair.
Anyways, we've been saving Duff McWilen for the last.
He is the best. Honestly, he has the best sprite in this game.
He's got... Yeah, well, this kind of follows where the sprites themselves are really good. Some of them could have used more frames of animation.
Yeah, that's true. But even then, I like him. He's just a fun design.
Oh, no, these Mavericks in this game are some of my favorite designs for all of Mega Man X. Like, I feel like these guys are on par with the level of quality designs of, like, the first game.
That's fair. And those were really good, too. But yeah, no, like, in all seriousness, like, with... yeah, no, I was talking about this. I would have expected... I'm going to look up that top 10 list and see who actually was on it, and I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, you remember Mega Man Maverick Hunter X on the PSP?
Yeah.
There was a remake of the first game. Supposedly, the original idea was that they were going to actually create a whole Mega Man X remake series. And so, like, my brother and I were super like, oh man, when they get to 5, it's going to be so good because they're going to, you know, fix all the issues the game had and then just, like, make it be, like, the best Mega Man X game. Of course, they never made it past the first one because it was on the PSP and made, like, no money. Oh, that's right. This part, I'm out of Dark Hold ammo. Ha!
Okay. Let's see.
Fun part about the Giga Attack weapon, though.
Alright, I found the poll, actually. I'm just going to see if I can... Oh, freaking A. It's on comicbookresources.com, and it's not going to tell me a damn thing.
How useless.
I know. I have to go through their stupid slide thing.
Oh, I hate that. I immediately leave if a web page asks me to, like, do that.
Okay, I found it. So, I'll start with number 10, and if he's lower than I expected, Wolverine is number 10.
I think, like, all the recent, like, MCU stuff kind of pushed the X-Men back.
A little bit, but not far. Black Panther's number 9, which, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, like, if Black Panther's ranking above Wolverine, it's because of the MCU.
So, this one's shocking. Captain Marvel is number 8.
I'm assuming that's Marvel, because otherwise they've been drinking the crazy potion.
I know. Aquaman's number 7, though. So, hey, good for Aquaman. I'm shocked that Aquaman is top 10 material, but hey, good for him. Wonder Woman's number 6.
Oh, good. We got a full weapon restore just now.
Number 5 is Iron Man. Number 4 is Captain America. 3 is Batman. 2 is Spider-Man. And 1 is Superman.
All right. Speaking of final bosses.
Ooh.
So I believe these were the original, like, diagnostic capsules that X and Zero were found in.
I think that's what is implied.
Yeah, look at the schematic and stuff. Get all like a kiter in here.
Yeah.
The number 1 Reploid you are. Keiji Inafune was right to choose you as the hero.
Scarfy the Strange, New Warriors. Yeah, I've seen them. They're awful, but they're awful in the classic comic book way of making characters appealing to a demographic and just kind of failing at it.
Sigma mentions he met an old man. He told me an interesting story. That you are greater than what you appear to be. So, on his advice, I scattered the virus so that it could infiltrate you.
Honestly, Scarfy, maybe we can do... I'll talk to you about this later, actually. I'll talk to you about the whole New Warriors thing later. Contact me after stream. I would like to talk to you about that. But I understand the quarantine. The big sick.
Big sick.
Well, I'm not going to say
so this whole thing was orchestrated by Dr. Wily.
Yep. No! How could...
You felt a tremendous power fill your body. A power from the virus.
Wow.
Wake up, Zero. I'm not afraid to die, but I won't die alone. Yep. The whole, like, morbid nature of this game comes to the fore. And in true Sigma fashion, he's weak to electricity.
Yep.
Also, his pattern is actually very reminiscent of Mega Man X1.
I'm guessing he has multiple stages, I assume, right?
Dude, Sigma.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm just saying.
He also, yeah, he does so much damage to you with every hit that if you don't have the ultimate armor, just quit playing.
That is kind of sad. Like, that whole level thing is so weird. But he's also level 27.
I think he's always level 27.
Huh. Sure.
Like, I think the boss levels become fixed at the final stages. Alright. One final curtain call and one final call out to classic Mega Man.
Yeah.
Which of you is stronger? Who cares?
Well.
Strongest in the universe.
Who is that old?
Recall the conversation with Dr. Light.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where things get tight. So, this is a callback to the final boss from Mega Man 3.
Oh, yeah.
That robot was called Gamma, and so fans have nicknamed this Gamma Sigma.
That's fair. It's cool.
Okay. If we use up our energy tanks and then die, this is going to be a really bad time.
I think you got this. Like, you're not too
Oh
bad.
no, there's one particular attack that is very bad.
I believe in you. Maybe. Maybe.
Let's see. He is weak to the Twin Dream.
It's that attack, isn't it?
No, not this one, actually. This one is annoying, but not quite as lethal
It's dealable.
as the next one. That!
Oh, fuck.
If that one gets you, you're basically dead.
Oh, wow.
Also, those Sigma Claw hand things do a lot of damage.
I believe in you.
Second energy tank.
Oh, you have two of them.
Yeah.
You should be fine. I
Can't defeat it. Ah, too late.
see.
Got him.
He's dead before.
No, I hold this guy up like... Maybe only like Mega Man X3 has a harder Sigma than this one.
Yeah.
The three of us can die together. You won't feel lonely if X is with you.
God, I just like the part in Mega Man Archie where you have something where you have like a part where you see Sigma before he went Maverick, and it involves him, Zero, X, and Vile teaming up for one battle, and they pose together, and it's great.
And
I get exploded.
I believe the giant body must have like self-destructed.
Zero.
No, this like this legitimately affected me when I first saw this.
Yeah.
Like the melted skull of Sigma hanging in there.
That is so cool.
They have like this really somber version of Zero's theme.
Yeah.
That shot of Zero grinning as
That
he takes
is
one last
so-
shot at Sigma.
That is so cool and iconic.
Yeah. It's like that.
That-
It's that like Battle Angel Alita thing where he's just a torso.
That is the proper definition of iconic there. That is just such
Like
a cool
this is
shot.
this is how it was meant to end. Like this
Yeah.
was the end of the X series, and then the Zero series would start.
Yeah. Darn it.
Your optimism led to your own demise. Yeah, he thinks X is dead,
Yeah.
but that's not really his problem now.
Oh, he's dying.
There we go.
Yeah,
Dr. Wily.
Oh, wow.
Even now, I have no idea. A recurring nightmare. I wish they had done HD versions of these, because these are so good. I've seen the concept art of them.
They look amazing.
Zero under construction.
Yeah.
They really put a lot of care into this game, even if they missed a few rough edges. What are you making? The one that destroys Reploids.
I was meant to fill your world with... Wait a minute, wrong franchise.
I think I have to die to restore the peace. But now everything will come to an end. Goodbye, X. And that's Zero's ending.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Zero's ending is very much from his perspective. As far as he knows that X died.
It's pretty good send off. Honestly. But yeah, this was a great, this was
Now,
fun.
I actually did create a save file at the final level with the Ultimate Armor if we wanted to watch X's ending.
Let's do it. Alright guys, let's do it. Let's go for the ride.
Because, when you're on the main path like we are, X and Zero's ending basically, coexist, where it's from either character's perspective. The only time you get a major shift is if you get the ending where Zero's gone Maverick. Then, I didn't create a save for that one, unfortunately.
You dork.
I know. But that would require us to beat the final stage 3 times.
Fair enough.
You want to refight those bosses?
No.
3 times?
Do it. Just do it.
But, the ending where Zero goes Maverick, leads into Mega Man Legends.
Oh, wow.
Because you have this part where X is working on reconstructing the world with some other Maverick hunters, and one of them asks him what his secret dream is, and he says, "I've got it. I want to create Elysium, a perfect world for people." Elysium is the name of the final dungeon in Mega Man Legends 2.
Oh, wow.
It's this big orbital space colony where the last of humanity lived before they went extinct.
God. Makes me sad that Legends never got properly finished. Maybe it will now, but we'll see. But...
Well, considering Mega Man Legends 2 came out the same year this game did. So they probably were whoever was in charge of the lore was jotting down how they're going to work this. Get some more artwork of our Mavericks.
That's very fair.
Oh yeah. Shitaro Morikubo and Ryutaro Okiayu were the voice actors for X and Zero.
Yeah.
Morikubo is a singer, right? Because he does some of the songs for the X series.
Yeah, he's Dynamo.
Wait, he's also Dynamo?
Yeah.
Because I know he's X.
Maybe he's
I
just...
thought he was X.
Maybe. I don't know, actually.
I mean, Dynamo's got so little vocals.
Yeah, I looked that up, though. So, apparently he's Dynamo. I looked it up beforehand. So, yeah, no. But, yeah.
Alright, RoboYan75. You didn't tell anybody to turn off Alia's stuff?
No.
That's really my only legit complaint about this game is the Alia's interruptions, because otherwise some of the levels feel a little more cramped than I'd like them to, but for the most part it's a really solid Mega Man X game.
Well, that's fair. We might just end it here right now because it's actually midnight and we've been live streaming for a bit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So chat, what do you say?
We might have to...
You already, burned yourself out talking about Man-Bat? Is that what happened?
Yeah, no, I went crazy talking about Man-Bat for a second over the realization that he had a solo series before Robin. So, unfortunately, that does happen to me sometimes. I get onto this weird tangent, and sometimes things just go...
So the actual playtime was only 1 hour and 7 minutes. I don't think that counts anything outside of a stage.
Oh, wow. Well, we did it, people.
Then you get this Capcom logo send-off.
Capcom.
And roll back around. All right. So, Princess Luna says that get some rest, Hal and Dave. Yeah, so basically, if you do get X's ending, and this is all out there on YouTube if you guys really want to see it, but basically, you see X, similarly destroyed to Zero from the shot that he took from Sigma, and then, like, a glowing blue light appears that fans have presumed to be Dr. Light's hologram.
Oh, wow.
Outside of a capsule, repairs X.
Nice.
And then it ends with him leading the Maverick Hunters into battle while wielding the Z-Saber.
Yeah, nah, like, let our heroes rest, for we will return in Mega Man X6.
So X has a new result. Alright, well, we won't decide just yet, but depending on the feedback, we'll either be playing Mega Man X6 or Mega Man Zero for our next Mega Man game.
Yeah, or Mighty Number 9 if we start feeling the hatred. What do you say? Did we feel the hate? I feel slight hate if I'm being honest.
Oh my god.
But it was good, but this was all good, guys. So depending on feedback, well, we'll see what happens in the future.
Thanks to everyone who joined us today. Yeah, this series means a whole lot to me, especially this game. The whole like story and everything is so dramatic. It was a huge part of my like early teens. So
yeah,
really glad we could do this.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. Let's see.
I don't like Mighty Number 9.